Good morning, friends. How are we all doing? Welcome to today's stream. We're back again with the Deoxys hunt. We are over 11,000 resets. Hopefully today is going to be the day. I hope you're all having a great start to your own days, or had a good day, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Cisco, Falan, how are we doing? Music Boy, Coco, James, Sean, William, Mighty, Olio, Natalie, how are we all doing today? Good to see you all. Let's jump straight into it and see if we can get some magic today with the Deoxys. It's got to be the day today. It has to be. It has to be. Caught a shiny Minio yesterday. Valalen. Very nice. Very nice, my friend. Congrats. Olio, good morning. How are you doing? Natalie, how is everyone on this wonderful Tuesday? I'm doing good. I'm excited to get back into this. I'm hoping we can be freed from the Deoxy today and we can see it shine. Hopefully, come on, before 12,000. We said before 11,000 yesterday. Hopefully before 12,000 today. Now that's a good looking headband. Thank you, Brian. I dug it out. I got it 8 years ago and I was like, where is my Magikarp headband? Because I was like, yeah, I know Riley was like headbandless today, but I went for a run this morning, had a shower. My hair was not in any sort of state to be let free on the stream. So I was like, no, we'll try and tame it with the headband. But thank you, mate. I hope you're having a good day yourself. Good to see you as always. Thank you so much for your help yesterday. No problem, mate. And I know you're talking to William, but I'm pleased you guys were able to get the BBQs and all those good things going yesterday, and it seemed like you had a successful haul, which is always good to see. Kenda, how are we doing this morning? Great to see you joining the stream with us today. Hope you're well. Today's the day. Gotta be the day. Sir Cross, good morning, my friend. How are we doing? Mr. Holbrookie, good morning to you, mate. Still going on the Deoxys. I'm starting to think one might have been skipped around 4K by mistake. Let's hope I'm wrong. I hope you are wrong, mate. I hope you are wrong. Southgate resigned. Has he? What? Has that actually happened? Actually happened? That must have been just moments ago. Let me see. Breaking. Gareth Southgate has left his role as England manager. It's over. Well, a big thank you to me for everything that Gareth's done. I think it's probably the right time for him to step down. I think we need a manager that's a bit more forward thinking in respect to not playing such defensive football, but you can't deny the accomplishments that he's made, and going to be a big task for whoever comes in. Praying they just leave Eddie Howe alone. We like Eddie at Newcastle, so just leave him there. Kyogre was a pain in the... Oh, yeah. All of those legendaries. For some reason, the catch rates on them are so annoying in Scarlet and Violet. It's so low. Ashley, good evening, mate. How are you doing? And so, Groz, I'm doing all right, mate. I'm doing good this morning. Been productive this morning, which is nice on a Tuesday. It's so wet and horrible here today. But... feels like summer's over. It feels like a December, a wintry December day here today. It's not like cold, but it's... yeah, it's not great, but doing all right though, mate. I'm in good spirits. It's a nice headband. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's got Magikarps on, but I haven't been able to fold it, so the Magikarps are in display. Isn't Klopp unemployed right now? I mean, yes, he is. He's there. Klopp would be a good... I think if we're going to stay with an English manager, I think Potter, for me, would be a good choice. I like what Potter did at Brighton. I think Chelsea at the time. It was a big task for him, so I would take a punt on Graham Potter, to be honest. I think he plays good expansive football. I think he's got good ideas on how the game should be played, so I think he could be all right. There's obviously going to be Klopp, Pochettino all going to be in the mix as well for getting the job. Eddie Howe, I think Eddie Howe has to be front runner. I just think his work's not finished at Newcastle. Yeah, there's a big part of me, but there's a big part of me as well that's like, is he gonna, if he gets asked, is he gonna get asked again? Is this the opportunity for him to come in and have his time? It'd be very sad to see him go from Newcastle, but I couldn't begrudge him going. I think it's along the same lines of something like Bruno Guimaraes or Isaac going to like a Barcelona, Real Madrid, a Bayern Munich, you know, one of the big teams. I think it's just one of those where you have to be like, okay, there we go. Thanks and good luck. Got CIB Alpha Sapphire yesterday. Shiny hunting for the little mud cape. Good luck with that, Kenda. I hope you manage to see the shiny start to pop up very soon. And keep us up to date with how the shiny hunt's going. I would love to hear some success early on in the stream today. So what's your all planning to use the battle of 7-star Dondozo and 7-star Dragonite raids? If I'm being honest, because it's not really happening for a little while, I haven't really put much thought into the Dondozo yet. I think a lot of things that probably will work against the Pikachu probably will work against the Dondozo because it's just the similar water typing. I think there's a few things with the Dondozo that you're gonna have to watch out for. Yawn being one of them. Its ability, of course, as well. So there's a few things I think, but I think the Dragonite is probably going to be second hardest 7-star Terror Raid we've had to the Mewtwo. If I'm honest, I think the Dragonite is going to be extremely difficult. I don't think the Dondozo is going to be. I think the Dondozo will be a slog, but I think the Dragonite is going to be a different source. Just want to see the talented players we have to play to their full potential. Yeah, I think that's the big thing, isn't it? I think that's just the takeaway from it. It's just like they're almost on a leash, right? And you know what they're capable of because they do it for their clubs week in, week out, and you just want to see them unleashed for their country. I don't subscribe to this whole thing. International football's different. It is different in a little way, but football's football, you know. Spain play like a club team. Germany play like a club team. So I think this narrative that's spun in the media is a bit of a cop-out, really, just to kind of, yeah, get on side with Southgate's tactics a little bit, you know. So I don't know. I'm gonna use Vital Spirit, Bulk Up, Electivire for Dondozo. That's a great shout, Sir Cross. I think we'd have to watch out for like coverage moves. I could see Dondozo having Earthquake, which would make that one a little bit tricky. But otherwise, I think, yeah, I think Belly Bolt is another electric type that probably could do a decent job. Just trying to think. Yeah, Electivire is a really good shout because of the Vital Spirit. I think it puts it like front runner. Miraidon as well. I think because of the electric terrain, you've probably got a way around the Yawn automatically without doing anything. Miraidon's got Metal Sound. It's got a way to boost its special attack. So it's probably going to be one of the ones that you would say will probably do very well against the Dozo, you know. Although, depending on the ability of the Dondozo, it's going to make it tricky, isn't it, to get the damage increase that you're looking for. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. Work with an Argentinian. I wasn't happy about the Euros, but was happy about the Copa America. Yeah, it was. I saw after you guys mentioned it yesterday. I went back and had a look at the Messi situation. Oh man, the moment when he did the ankle. And then I saw the slow-mo of it, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, my stomach flipped when I saw the ankle just twist. It was so bad. And then afterwards, like you say, it was like a grapefruit. It's huge. That's gonna take some recovering from. That's it didn't look great. Let's just say that. But at least it came out on top, you know. Thunderous could be a decent shout, yeah. I think the thing is, like, you want to look for like maybe a something to nullify its ability, because I don't see Dondozo's shield going up at the start of the battle, so I feel like you're going to be able to use something like skill swap, something like Worry Seed to get rid of that ability. Gastro Acid could be an option, so Electros could be a good shout against it. Electros has Acid Spray as well, so it could be one of those where you think, this could do a good job. You can Gastro Acid turn 1, you can Acid Spray your way to your Terastallization. So there's a few things, and if it does have the Earthquake, then you've got the Levitate, so you're immune to that as well. I think it gets Sunny Day, so you can slow it down from an offensive side of things. I can imagine the Dondozo using something like Curse as well, potentially. Might throw Electric Terrain on Raikou if it can learn it. It can learn it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most electric types can learn Electric Terrain. Most of them, not all of them. But yeah. Damien, how are you doing this morning? Good to see you. Hoping to see that Sparkle today. You and me both, mate. I really hope today is the day. It's got to. I want to be free from the Deoxys hunt. I want to just jump into Soul Silver, finish that run. Rich, good morning to see you, mate. I hope you are well. What about Iron Leaves? Signature moves boosted by electric. Yeah, that's a really good shout, mate. Yeah, if you can get the electric train set up, that's a really good shout. Yeah, yeah, very, very good shout. Coming up with all the spice for this raid, Sacroz. Have to employ you as my right hand man in the raid build. Rich, how are you doing, mate? Now that's a hairband. Thank you, mate. I had to dig it out this morning. I was like, I've been thinking about where I put it for weeks. I just couldn't put my finger on it, and I found it this morning. So I was like, right, okay, let's bust it out. It feels a little bit better having it on than the band as well. So it's a bit more comfy. It's nice and soft. It has got magic corps on it, but I haven't got it folded in a way where any of the magic corps are appearing. But no, thank you, mate. I hope you're having a good start to your Tuesday, all rested up well, and hope you enjoyed House of Dragon last night. Wasn't one of the episodes what lots happened, but it was a good episode. I think it's setting up next week's to be like the banger episode of the season, you know. Rose, good morning again. Rose, thank you so much for sending me that video. I tried setting it up last night. I had a few issues when I was doing it with my Fire Red. Well, when I was capturing the footage, it wasn't capturing. It was like defaulting almost. I went a bit over the top to start with. I opened like 12 windows and was doing a hunt with 12. But my OBS was like defaulting to like capturing. So I'd set them all up as individual capture screens. But then it was defaulting like to just one capture screen, which was like really annoying. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back to it, but very interesting way to do the hunts for sure. I'll definitely I think I'll probably do that for something. I might do a dream team quest on Fire Red on that Japanese copy, and might use that method to do the hunts because it would definitely help speed things up. Beefy Heafy, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well and having a good day. Sasagi, good morning. And Joel, good to see you as well. And James, good morning to all of you. Hope you're all doing well and having a great start to your day. Hopefully you can listen in the background while you get the Deoxys. For now, it's gym time. Enjoy the gym, mate. And I hope you have a good session this morning. I've already been for my run today, so I feel like I'm winning today a little bit more than usual. So I know I haven't got much time later on, so it's like if I'm gonna go today, I have to squeeze it in early. Did not really feel in the mood for it, but it's done, so always good. Magikarp headband. You're not that Magikarp salesman. Don't say anything. Would you like to buy one if you would? Yeah, it's not cheap though. They're very rare Magikarps. There is a chance that it can be shiny though. So it's only one. I don't know how much the guy charges. 10,000 Poké Dollars or something like that. I was reading some comments and a lot of people had problems. Yeah, it's difficult to get. Like, yeah, it's a really good way of doing it. Just, I had some conflict with OBS and I just think, in the end, I kind of gave up. I was like, I'll come back to this at another time. I have a shiny Soulbook too. Very nice. Shiny Soulbook's nice. Soulbook is actually a really good option for the Pikachu raids if you've got one. Pretty sure Waterville is Dundozo's hidden ability. Have like 8. Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. If it's Waterville, then we are winning. We are having it a way easier time in that raid. Leaving gym right now. Back is screaming in pain. Solid sesh. I hope not bad pain, mate. I hope just from workout pain. I hope the session was good as well. Rich, all good here. Not quite rested up. Youngsters' school trip was supposed to get back late last night. 10. They got delayed until 3 a.m. Oh, man, that's like the last thing that you needed. I bet they were knackered as well. That is rough, mate. Power to you today. Just power through. Power through to the weekend, and then you're gonna have some time. I hope you're doing all right, and everyone else is as well, mate. What a nightmare. Thank you, Never Melt Ice. I hope you're well today, mate. Good to see you. 500 Poké Dollars, I think, for the Magikarp. That's not bad. That's reasonable, I think. What ball are we going to use? We will try and get it in a Pokeball. But failing that, we have a Master Ball. So that will be our fallback. It's probably likely going to be the Master Ball, if I'm completely honest, when it does show its face. But we don't want to fail it. So I don't mind the Master Ball, to be honest. It's worthy of the Master. The Master Ball would be nice to keep for the Mewtwo if we go for the Mewtwo, you know. So that's my other thinking, because if I always associate Mewtwo with the Master Ball, so I'm always like, yeah, that did cross my mind, where I'm like, yeah, it would be a good one to have for that. So if we can get it in a Pokeball, it'd be great, but we'll see. Charlie, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. How much have you been spending on hairband? Yeah, I know, mate. This is actually this is an old one. I've had this for like probably a year and a half, 2 years. I just never knew where I'd put it. So, dug it out this morning. Rocking it today to tame the hair. I think Lee said he doesn't have many balls, so he'll end up master balling it. Yeah, we have not prepared ball wise for it. And I think I just wanted to rush to the Deoxys after we finished the playthrough. Because I had the Master Ball, I don't think I really planned on stocking up on any other balls. I think it just, like, literally didn't even think about it. So, Professor Oak, good morning, mate. How are you doing? Level 35 on Go as soon as I woke up this morning. Nice. I'm around the same level as you, I think. Around that. I think I'm about 35. Not bad. It's Mrs. It's the missus that has to deal with the general public at the hospital all day, so power to her. 100% power to her, mate. Yeah, sending all the spirit bomb energy over to her. I hope the day is a nice and easy one, a quiet day, hopefully. $500 Poké Dollars for Gyarados, bargain in my opinion. This is the day, fingers crossed. I'm going for 11,078. Well, I hope that is the number. If it does, Jack. I mean, if we get the Deoxys early on, what do we do? Do we go for the Mewtwo hunt? Start the Mewtwo hunt in this game? Or do we jump into the Soul Silver run? We got to get the Mewtwo, the Deoxys first. We got to do that first. We can't think about what we may do. This may never happen. Rose, my GB operator arrived yesterday. Awesome. I have it hooked up to the stream deck for the Mewtwo shiny hunt. That is very exciting. Have you started the hunt already, or are you about to? That's awesome, but good luck on the hunt. I hope you do get it very, very early on. And then awesome to hear that you got the GB operator all set up as well. That's amazing. Such a good bit of kit. Can't wait for the no way chat. We did it. We got the shiny alien. I know I need to change the narrative. We need to script it a bit better. I think at this point though, it might be a bit more relief than anything else, because it just feels like it's never coming. So it'll be, I never plan my reactions. They are all very spontaneous. Just, I always have the high-pitched voice. Been shiny hunting a Alolan Raichu's like a mad lad. How's it been going? Have you are you going for a specific mark on them? I had to take a bit of time out last night. I did do some Pika raids, but I was like, I just want to get back to hunting the Raichus. So I was searching high and low for Humongo level 3 recipes that I didn't need to use spicy Herba Mystica for. And majority of them are all you need to at least use one spicy. I should have done that from the start, and I would have been able to like stagger out my spicy Herba Mystica a little bit better. I did start, but my count is 350. Well, at least you've made a start, Rose, and 350 is a good start for sure. Good luck with it. If you're doing it today, keep us up to date with how it's going. And I really do hope you see it shine very soon. It's a very cool hunt to go after. Matthew, good morning, mate. Good to see you. And I hope you're having a good start to your Tuesday, mate. It's great to see you in the chat as always. 360 is the one, Rose. I mean, if you get a pre 500 resets, that's going to be so good. I hope you do. Riley, good morning, mate. How are you doing? We all had a good Tuesday, and to you as well, mate. How's things going on the countdown towards the weekend, mate? Well, not the weekend, but you know, later in the week when you got a bit of time off, and then the real hunt for the goose begins. We need to first unlock the Deoxys so we can unlock the goose for you. We know it's going to happen like that as well. I got the slump mark on one. Nice. That's cool. I just finished my 3rd box of Chew event. I'm chasing the rare mark with no sandwiches. Oh, wow, Jack. That's a really, really cool hunt. Good luck to you, mate. I hope you manage to get it in one of the next few. I really do. That is such a cool... I'm chasing the jumbo mark and I'm having no luck with it. Nearly 2 boxes of Chews so far. So I think I've got a few more to go before I get it. I've had some nice marks along the way. No rare mark or anything like that though. So, but I've had some good selection of marks, which is nice. Don't really care for the right shoes in particular, but someone interestingly enough shared you can get a special mark for your birthday. Yes, you can. You can get the Destiny mark. So yeah, you just got to make sure that you yeah, change the date to your birthday, go to the Pokemon Center, and you'll get a little like little celebration scene there with Pokemon Center lady, which is always nice. And then yeah, you've got the chance. I think it's like 1 in 25 is a chance of getting the Destiny mark. That's a very cool mark to go for though. It's my Scarlet Saves birthday, so shiny hunting a Alolan Raichu with the Destiny mark. Good luck for that, mate. I hope you manage to snag it very early on. Thanks for recommending the GB Opera. I really like it. Yeah, it's such a nice bit of kit. I really hope that they do one for the DS when the opportunity's there. It would be very cool to have a similar bit of kit for the DS and being able to use DS, 3DS games on it. That's kind of my hope at the moment. I'm sure they will. You know, one of the biggest game catalogs, like the amount of games for those systems is just, I don't think there's any other console with that many games in their back catalog. So it would make sense to do one for the DS and that. Pokemon D, how are you doing? I usually play Shining Pearl and Battle Tower or catching legendaries. Been trying to catch the legendary birds. Good luck with those. I hope you manage to get them shining very soon. But if you do, keep us up to date with how those hunts are going, and I hope you still enjoy it. Great to hear that you are still playing Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Great games. I love them. Just dropped from my darling off at the airport. She's off to visit her family for the next week, so I'll have nothing but time alone a week to hunt. Surely this week. It has to be this week, mate. That has to be the mission. Home alone. On the hunt for the goose. Unfortunately, walk to a nightmare this morning. Oh, Matthew, that is the worst. Horrible. I hope it wasn't too bad. Not the best way to start the morning, mate. But the old wives' tale is you share it before 1 p.m. in the afternoon. That's the old wives' tale. You share a bad dream or a dream that you had before 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and it will never come true and never come to anything. Supposedly, that's the old wives' tale about it. So it's always good to share the dreams around. You know, like I say, the old wives' tale. Don't know if there's much in it. Good luck on the Deoxys. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate it, mate. Hopefully today is the day. If anyone in chat wants more Go Friends, add me. My code is in the Discord under friend code. Amazing. Well, that's a great place to get started in Pokemon Go. Sharing gifts, building friendships up so you can trade a bit more. This weekend, you get the Goose Riley, I believe as well. Like Sir Soggy, I'm with you, mate. This is going to be the one. Luke, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Got 2 Jumbo Pikachu shinies, and day after I caught a shiny Alpha Pikachu and Raichu. Put the videos on my TikTok. You should put on the lottery. You definitely should put on the lottery. That's amazing though. Congrats on those shinies, Jack. Especially the Alpha Pikachu. That's such a nice one. Well, DS operator would be amazing. It would be so good, wouldn't it? It would be amazing. Just being able to like back up saves, access events, you know, previously that we don't have access to anymore, stuff like that. It would be a really cool bit of kit. When and if we'll see one though, I don't know. Once your birthday, the colors of the Pokestop in Scarlet and Violet changed to teal and indigo. This was apparent before the announcement of the teal mask and indigo disc. It's an Easter egg. Oh wow, I never realized that. That is very cool. That is a very cool bit of information, mate. I never realized. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. I got 2 Destiny Mark Alolan Raichus, one male who is naughty nature and one female who is a sassy nature. Very nice. Cool. I'm yet to get a Destiny Mark. I should go for a Destiny Mark Alolan Raichu as well. I should set that up, then set the Humongo Sandwich up, and then like double down on the hunts. Alec, good morning, mate. How are you doing? Hope all is well. Did my first shiny hunting in almost a year yesterday. Managed to get all the event Pichu line, plus a random shiny Nimble and Hattrem. Very nice, mate. And congrats on the Pikachu line being complete. That's awesome to hear, mate. Hope you enjoyed your time with the shiny hunts. But almost a year, wow. Good way to jump back in though, with some nice bonus shinies as well. Maybe Deoxys will shine at 11,099. We'll be hitting that very shortly, so we'll find out soon enough, Aaron. I hope you're right though. Be nice to get that shiny early on today. Trying to push about 6k encounters this week. I'll have to put in some degenerate hours, but I really want to get this hunt done. Yes, mate, it's 6k. I hope you don't even need to do that. I hope it's way before then, like the next 500. I'm just gonna say 500. It's a lot of resets, but I feel like it's a good margin of error where you could get it in the next 10. Might be 100. It's gonna be this week though, mate. It has to be. There's a lot of resets though. GameSpy, how are we doing today, mate? I hope you're well. Rainier Dark, shiny locked. It is not. The only thing I remember in my nightmare was something was pulling my blanket while I was sleeping. I woke up and yelled, lol. That sounds terrifying. Oh. Do you have any pets or anything? Like a dog that could have been pulling the blanket? I bet they're working on a DS operator. We get the line for that. Yeah, me too. Could you imagine if they do, you know, the analog pocket, but they do an analog DS version of that? That would be cool. I did look yesterday after the stream at the aluminium analog pockets, but so expensive when you consider like the regular ones, like what, $219, and then the metal build is like 500. I'm like, nah. Yeah, same Rose. I'm like, yeah, the library, DS, 3DS games. I feel like I own more games for that system as well than I do for anything else. Look, I've got a mini PC coming. Excited to set it up and emulate a bunch of games to play in 4K. Nice, mate. When's that arriving? Today. That's awesome. Very exciting though, mate. Give you something to do this morning. It's one of those where you get it and it's like, I'm so impatient. I just want it to work now out of the box. You got so much to do to set things like that up though. I hope it's very speedy for you though, mate. Caught 2 shiny Horsies last night. It really doesn't get much better than that, to be honest. Love Horsey. Horsey's a great Pokemon, and the shinies super nice as well. Never done any soft reset shiny hunting. What do most of you guys do whilst hunting? Listen to podcasts, watch TV, or just totally lock in on the hunt? Hardcore. I mean, locking in on the hunt. That is the hardcore way to do it. I normally put a podcast on, so I listen to a lot of football podcasts, so that's normally my go-to. And I've got about like, let's say about 6 or 7 channels that I regularly listen to. So I've always got like, one of them will always have like a long form bit of content that I can just bang on if I'm doing it off camera anyway. And then I would put that on. I find it hard to watch anime when I'm doing shiny hunts because I like watching subbed. So I normally have to be like locked in on the anime to be reading what's going on. So I don't tend to do that, although I would love to be able to do that. I guess if I'm in the mood for something like an anime that I've seen before, and I can just put it on in the background and stuff like that. Totally locked in on the hunt. Wow. Is it quite expensive, the new model? Yeah, it's so expensive. Like $500 for it. I just think it's maybe a bit too much. Like, I don't think the 219 for the original model's too bad, to be honest. I think it's like, it's one of those things like, if you haven't got a way to play your older games anymore, then I think it's one of those systems it's worth picking up, because I think amazing analog pocket. It's such a cool thing. Like, I would love to have one, but I was saying it earlier in the week, I feel like it's not, I don't need it, because I've got my Game Boy SPs, I've got my Game Boy Advance, my normal one, I've got my Game Boy Color still, so I've got a bunch of ways to play like all of these older games, and it would just be a massive treat. And I feel like, yeah, I probably don't need it to play on. But then the aluminium shell, like 500, that's going to be like the same price as the new Nintendo console, so I'm like, it's probably worth not picking one up and just keeping that cash aside for when the new system drops. Got 3 monitors, so when I shiny hunt, I'm also often playing RuneScape on my side, and I'll have YouTube or a podcast on in the background. Everything going on. That's awesome, mate. The 3 monitors. I've only got 2. I wish I had a third. I do think about a third. Sometimes I'm like, Leaf Green, how are you doing? Yeah, 11k, mate. Still going strong. Hopefully today is the day. And really a shiny Galarian Slowpoke to evolve to Slowbro. I don't actually have it. If you've got the DLCs, it's a nice easy hunt to do in the terrarium, in the coastal biome. It's gonna farm some more HM, but got hooked on a House MD. I think they only have a season and a half left. Wow, it's not many. In the same boat, I have such great suit systems that get myself a fancy new one just didn't seem responsible. Yeah, that's how I feel, mate. As much as I would love one, and I know I would love it, I just think, nah, it's not. Yeah, the justification for getting one's just not there. Leaf Green, am I also live on Twitch? No, I'm not, mate. The latency on YouTube's not bad. It should only be like maybe 3 to 5 seconds. Really low latency, so there shouldn't be much of a delay at all on YouTube. But no, I'm not over on Twitch as well. I don't generally do multi-streaming. Still live, I'm asking because California, it's 3:50 a.m. Oh, wow, it's early, Meg. Early. Is that you up for the day now, or is that like you yet to go to bed? But we are live, yes. Yeah, I prefer that as well, Riley. I very rarely go on Twitch at all anymore for anything. I feel like all I do is I'm just on YouTube all the time. That's just my instant thing that I'll open. The first thing I open when I boot up my PC, put something on, then get everything else set up. Didn't hunt since 2013. Started a hunt 3 days ago on Dialga on Pokemon Platinum. Nice, very nice. Good luck with the hunt. I hope you get a lot of luck, and that's a nice one to go for, especially in Platinum as well. I love Dialga shiny, so I hope you see it shine very soon. Matt, 1918 soft reset single system, because I got Palkia back a decade ago but never hunted Dialga. That's very cool. Kind of completing the circle, and then you'll have to go for, well, you don't have to go for it, but a nice one to go after, Distortion World Giratina hunt. It's one that I've got on my like list of things I'd love to go into Platinum to do. Great game though, one of the best. Yeah, GameSpy. I'm so impatient whenever I go into Twitch and I've got like a minute advert to watch before I actually watch any content. I instantly just turn off and think, I'm not that worried about it. I'll just watch it somewhere else. And because I have YouTube Premium anyway, I don't really need to ever deal with adverts on YouTube. So it's kind of nice in that respect. Portionate, how are we doing today? I hope you're well and having a great Tuesday. Thanks so much for hopping in and joining the stream with us today, and hopefully it is the day that we see the Deoxys shine. Struggle with an obsessive personality, so I hate having to transition back to work after summer break when I'm like all I want to do is shiny hunt. Oh mate, I can imagine. I would be exactly the same. I am exactly the same as that. Yeah. Need to wean yourself off towards the end of the summer, so it's not as bad transition. But it's easier saying that than actually doing it, for sure. Ooh, radar hunting. My favorite type of shiny hunting. That's by far my favorite method that we've ever had in any Pokemon game. I love radar hunting. It's so much fun. James, yeah, definitely first world problem. Oh, come on, Deoxys. At this point, though, I'm like, I know it's gonna come at some point, but you know, some days you come in to a shiny hunt and you're like, yeah, I got a feeling about it today. Just don't have that feeling. Don't have that feeling. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Because sometimes when you have that feeling, majority of the time it never really pops up anyway. Oh, good to see you. And Mr. Browser, how are we doing today, mate? I hope you're well. YouTube adverts for me just feel relentless. They are a bit relentless, depending on the content as well that you're watching. Because I don't have it on... Yeah, I'm not logged in on my account on my laptop. So anytime I'm like away on my laptop, I don't have the same account. So I have to, yeah, sit through the adverts. I'm like, yeah. Leaf Green, you've never had a hunt over odds. Wow, that is pretty special. Keep that streak going. That is the way to do it. Maybe, Matthew, that's maybe it, mate. Finally got shiny Rayquaza today. 114 Dynamax adventures was worth the grind. Pushing out, that is amazing. Congrats for sticking at it. That's a lot of run throughs for those Dynamax adventures, but what a great shiny to get. Like, Rayquaza's got to be up there as one of the best shiny legendaries, if not the best. So that's amazing. It's here literally waiting at the door. Oh, mate. What? I hope not like just left outside. Be having words. So funny that a delivery guy came last week with a shirt I ordered. And like he rang the bell and I went to the door and like literally as I opened the door, he just threw it at my feet. And I was just like, you're just planning to leave it on the doorstep anyway. Just like, I don't know. It was just like, thanks. It was so weird. Like, yeah, having a bad day, my guy. That's true. Also true. What Riley's saying, you're tempting the shiny karma gods, because I've had a lot of hunts where they've been under odds, and it's all evening out now. This Deoxys hunt is like, yeah, well, you've got a lot of these mythicals early on, undeservedly. You haven't put the work in. Celebi, the Mew. Now you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna pay back to the shiny karma. Thank you, Mr. Brother. I appreciate it, mate. I think I had maybe 25 or 30 total shinies when I used to hunt behind 2011, 2013. OG hunting days. GameSpire still require DLC for Shield. It's definitely worth getting, I think, for the stuff that you can get in, especially like the Crown Tundra. I think, like, you know, you've got so many legendaries in that game. For that alone, I feel like it's worth grabbing the DLC. You've got like all the Reggies. You got Regieleki, you've got Regidrago as kind of unique catches there. You've got Calyrex, Ice Rider or Shadow Rider. You get Urshifu as well, Kubfu in the Isle of Armor. And then you've got the Dynamax Adventures, where you've got pretty much every single past legendary and Ultra Beast as well that you can go on and get and shiny hunt them all. Really good odds. So I think there's like a lot of value in the DLCs for Sword and Shield. I think they did a really good job with them. Like retrospectively looking back, you kind of compare them to the DLCs for Scarlet and Violet. I think the Sword and Shield ones definitely come out on top. Definitely the better of the DLC packs. Even though I love the terrarium and, you know, the hunting that we can do in the terrarium and all the different Pokemon there, I do think what you kind of get for the DLCs in Sword and Shield probably just supersede those a little bit more. I'm still convinced Lee has a good ghost in his house. You might be right, you know. You might be right. I remember I used to work at a Bookies when I was at college, and there used to be this lady that used to come in. She was kind of like I don't know what you would call it, but psychic maybe. I don't know if it's like a psychic, if that's the correct term. But anyway, she could speak to the other side and she would tell fortunes and stuff like that. She was a lovely lady. Used to come in regularly every week and put a lottery bet on for the different lotteries that were going on in the store. And I always remember her saying that she always used to say it to me, which always kind of creeped me out, because I get spooked pretty easily by any sort of, like, we've talked about this before, horror movies with like demons and stuff like that, and spirits that you can't really do anything against. Not a big fan of those kind of ghost stories, because yeah, they do spook me out a little bit. And there's a part of me that believes all that stuff kind of exists. And she said to me one day, she was like, I always see when I look at you, there's always a tall dark figure standing behind you, kind of watching over you. And I was just like, ever since then, it's like it's always been something, you know, when people say something, it sticks with you. And it kind of freaked me out a bit. But she was like, it's a good thing. But yeah, maybe that's what you're talking about, Never Melt Ice. You know, when someone says something to you and you're like, get out of here. But you're like, oh, is that actually real? I guess I'll find out one day when I head out of this one and go on to the next one. Still have a long way to go to get my encounters, Lee. Oh, mate. I feel like the luck's gonna turn, mate. You're gonna get some good luck going forward. Had the same thing. Temple DPD driver delivered a new mobile phone. Don't say this, don't say it. Not with a mobile phone, and rather than hand it to me, just dumped it on my feet. Took a photograph. Yeah, as the guy was walking away, he was taking a photo of it, like as I was bending down to pick it up. I'm just like, come on, my dude. Every other member of my Dream Team quest was under odds, and I mentioned it in the clip where I found Swablu. Now the goose is pushing me for my hubris. Yes, mate. Testing our patience. Had crazy luck. Moltres and Articuno both under 200 soft resets. Hypno below 100. Wow. And that game as well, with those odds were crazy. That's insane. The most of the others even reached 7k. 4 and 5 was the normal. And that's all. Do you play Scarlet? Yes, we do. We're gonna do. I think what we did last week on Friday was do the Raichu outbreak hunt. So I think I made it like a bit of a decision. I think every Friday we're gonna jump into Scarlet and Violet and do some hunts in Scarlet and Violet, because it was a lot of fun doing the Scarlet and Violet stuff. So I think to just kind of keep touching base, and while these events are running, it makes sense to go back in, kind of do a little bit more. So we'll be back on Friday. Taking a break from these regular hunts and the other things that we've got going on at the moment on the channel, and we'll be back in Scarlet and Violet Friday, which will be a lot of fun. Caught Blood Moon Beast and I treasure him. Yeah, Blood Moon Ursaluna is a great Pokemon. Grinding these Pikachu raids. I hope you have a lot of luck with them. So Soggy, I'm at 10,300 encounters right now, looking for my first phase of Taylor. That's painful. It's gotta happen now. I can't believe that's first phase as well. That's crazy. Thanks for the superior build, mate. Farming those herb potion nut, no problem at all. I'm pleased the build was helpful. A medium, that's it, Rich. Yeah, a medium. That's the correct term. Yeah, she was a really nice lady. But yeah, I remember getting I'm a bit hesitant to get anything like a tarot card reading. I've had one done once and it kind of spooked me out a bit. But yeah, You always get them, especially down where we live now. You know, you've got Glastonbury quite close by. That's quite into the into all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm always quite hesitant. I don't know whether that sort of thing steers you on a course and puts you in a certain mind frame to kind of have those things playing out to a certain extent, or whether or not it is all kind of true, you know. There's a part of me that wants to believe, like, you know, having your palm read and all that sort of thing, and the lines on your palms dictate things that are going to happen, events in your life and stuff like that. I don't know. There's part of it that I think, kind of cool if that all is true, but both of you being over odds means the alga will shine soon. Evening out, I don't know. I don't know if that means it might. Well, hopefully for you it does. I do hope. 10.3 already. Flying through that Soggy. I know, yeah, Soggy is on an absolute tear. I need him to take over the Deoxys hunt. Rose, it was fun. Late caught my 4 shiny Alolan Raichu while watching your stream. It was a lot of fun and awesome to hear that you got the 4 as well while we were doing it. So we'll either, if I'm still going for the Jumbo Raichu, we'll continue that, or we'll maybe move on to some of the other outbreaks as well. We could maybe even do the Destiny Mark for a Destiny Mark Pika would be a lot of fun to get. And a Mimikyu as well, of course. Big fan of Mimikyu. Named your Blood Moon Bear. Here's my go-to mon. Such a good battle. Yeah, very good and competitive as well. Very, very, very strong. Added Emerald to the encounters too to see if that game has a luckier trainer ID. It's all about those luckier trainer IDs, doesn't it? Hopefully, mate, the Emerald helps with them, and you get the sparkles very soon. You're going to use a Master Ball to catch a shiny Deoxys, Christopher? More than likely, mate. I think we'll start off trying to get it in Pokeballs, but I've not got a great deal of Pokeballs to use, so probably likely going to be the Master Ball as a fallback, at least. At least we've got it there, you know, and at least I know we're not going to fail the shiny when it does come around. So, Darthrus at 3,126 for Suicune on hard gold. Oh, what a great shiny hunt to go after as well. I wish you a lot of luck with it, mate. I hope you do see it shine very soon. Anything that comes to pass, you will remember. Ninja Noodle. Exactly, mate. Draconic. How are you doing, mate? Calling you Dragon. Draconic. Phantom, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well and having a great Tuesday yourself. It's good to see you. Got a Jumbo Shiny Alolan Raichu yesterday in 63 checks. Just under odds. Man, it made you work for it, right? It's like 1 in 64 chance with the Humongo power on. It's like, nah, we don't want to make you go right the way to getting that 64th. We'll give you it on 63. Man, I'm pleased you got it though, mate. That's awesome to hear. Really, really happy for you. Did it. Don't do competitive battling. You should look into it. If you enjoy battling, it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. And there's a lot of prize money up for grabs these days in competitive play. 6k for a regional win. It's very tempting. Very tempting indeed. Let's see if I can win a regional this year. Ooh, big big statement. I would love to. I'd love to place well at a regional. I'm not going to say I want to place well. I want to win a regional, but enough. I don't know. We'll see. I will try my best. My best might not be good enough anymore though. Washed up. If you could have any 3 7-star raids, what would they be? Wow. Okay, any 3. I think I'd have to have Deoxys would be up there. Is probably one of them. I think they'd all be mythical Pokemon, to be honest. I think I'd go Deoxys, Hooper, and what was the third one? I'm going to try and make them Pokemon that are in Scarlet and Violet currently. So Deoxys, Hooper, and then the third one, Keldeo. And I would have them all shiny unlocked, so they'd be available to get as shinies. They would be my 3. I love Keldeo. I really do. So sad that it was shiny locked in Sword and Shield. such a good opportunity to get it. But yeah, they would be my 3, I think, mate. I think those are the ones that I think I'd pick. And I would have them, if I could do anything with them, I would have the Omni boost for Rayquaza. So you take Rayquaza in against the Deoxys, you get an Omni boost, and you get the Mightiest Mark on your Rayquaza when you beat the Deoxys with Rayquaza. For Hooper, what would we take in against Hooper to get the Mightiest Mark? Just trying to think what would be the one. Don't know. Could they do another Darkrai event potentially for that? I don't know. Maybe the Hooper's just a standalone one where you just get it with the Mightiest Mark. There isn't an Omni boost. And then for the Keldeo, I guess pretty much the same. The Deoxys would probably be the only special one, but the other 2 would be really cool. I want to Jumbo Alolan Raichu, but I don't want to search for it. Well, if you don't want to search for it, you will never get it. You got to jump in and go for it. I would take advantage of the events that are running at the moment. You know, we've got another week, well, another 10 days, 9 days of the event running, so there's still plenty of time. Zeraora, Zygarde, and Keldeo. That's a really good shout. Yeah. Anyone able to confirm if Groudon, Kyogre, Ray, and Deoxys are shiny locked and Oras? They're not shiny locked. I think the only one that's shiny locked is Deoxys. Pretty sure the other 3 you can get, Riley, in their shiny forms. Deoxys is locked though. The Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza are all shiny locked as well. Marshadow would be a great one, Mr. Hulbucky. I thought you could shiny hunt for Kyogre and Groudon though in Oras. I've never done the hunts myself, so, but I would have thought that those 3 would have been lockable because the other legendaries that you can do in the portals, now they are all locked. Ha, that sucks. Yeah, because you can shiny hunt pretty much most of the other legendaries, right? I've never really done too much shiny hunting in Oras myself. Be kind of a nice game to jump into to do some. Game Spy, any active codes? For mystery gifts, there's a bunch. We got a video on the channel. I think there's about 11 active mystery gifts running right now. We're going to have another one, not this week, next week. So the 26th of July, I think. We're going to get the Fuecoco mystery gift. Got a Jumbo Mark, a Alolan Raichu on 17th. Also had the Sleepy Time. That's amazing. Great catch. Oh, 2 marks as well. That is awesome. Congrats on that. Can I hunt Staryu after this? Not on this game, mate. We are doing a shiny only hardcore Nuzlocke and Soul Silver. So the likelihood is if we don't go for Mewtwo in this game, we'll jump over and do that. So yeah. We did use Staryu in our playthrough though. It was very, very good against the Elite Four in the later stages of the game. All the Hoopa Ring legendaries are not locked, but the Groudon, Kyogre, Ray, Deoxys are 100%. Ah, that's because they're outside of it, part of the story, I guess. Yeah. Shiny Honey, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Yesterday I managed to snag a male timid 0 attack Jumbo Raichu. Wow. It's a 1 in 20 million chance. That's insane. That's absolutely... Was that 2? That's insane. I can't believe that. 0 attack. Timid as well. That's amazing. Congrats. So a buddy of mine just picked up a 3DS and I'm going to get him into shiny hunts. Nice, mate. Aura's going to be the first ones. I can't remember where the legendaries and BDSP shiny locked. No, so everything in Pal Park and Dialga, Palkia, they're all shiny huntable. I think everything's shiny huntable in BDSP. I'm pretty sure. Have a ton of shiny Luxray and Houndoom if anyone wants one. What's your favorite mystery gift so far in Scarlet and Violet? Probably the Mew that we got for the Mewtwo event. I think if I had to pick one. The shiny Lucario that we got was pretty nice as well. Darkrai. But yeah, probably the Mew that we got. It's just a shame that that was shiny locked as well, but I mean, that made sense that it was going to be shiny locked. Would have been cool though if it had a chance to be shiny when you received a gift. What about yourself, Rob? I have to say Hisuian Zoroark. Yeah, that was a nice one. Astro, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Almost fell off your chair. I'm not surprised. It's absolutely crazy to have like everything line up like that. That's insane, especially because of the psychic. That attack, 0 attack IV is so important for that Pokemon. Phantom, I'm going for a jumbo, a shiny Pikachu now. 18 checks, nothing yet. Good luck with it, mate. I hope you manage to get it very soon in the next few. Well, it's definitely the Mew, yeah. That Mew event was great. I loved how it was like a random Terra type as well when you got it. Oh yeah, Tasoggy, there we go. Thank you, mate. Yeah, the only shiny locked mons are the Mew gift and the Jirachi, which is very early on, isn't it? That's before like the second gym, I think. And you've got to have to get them. What you need is just a save file of Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee, and then what's the other game as well? Is it Sword and Shoe? I don't know what the other one was, but yeah. The best mystery gift I think in Sword and Shield had to have been the shiny Zeraora though. That was such a cool event that they did. And then yeah, to get the shiny afterwards, that was very cool. Yeah, that was like one of the peak events that we've had recently, I feel, in recent games at least. Still annoys me though that they did like the Oaks letter and the Darkrai event in BDSP and ran the event for like maybe a week to get those items. Loved getting shiny Zeraora. Yeah, it's a very cool event, mate. Missed all the mystery gifts in Shield. Tobias. I'm hoping they do something similar, you know. Feels like they may not. It might be one of those where we have to get a remake of a game and they'll do some cool stuff in those. Well, follow up from yesterday. I have a male and a female Rockruff and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, so I can hunt. Nice, mate. That's great to hear that you've got them. The hunt begins. Yeah, Sword and Shield did some very cool events in its time when it was running. Yeah, I think my shiny Zeraora is still in my Pokemon Sword copy. I don't think I've ever transferred it out. I feel like I want to just keep it in that game. Because didn't they do a mystery gift for Zeraora, and then they did the second one was for the shiny one. Played Shield once it came out and then stopped playing for almost 2 years. Wow, the game without the DLC felt incomplete. Yeah, I know what you mean. The DLCs definitely give it a more finished feel. Mr. Holberky, the more I know, the more I feel bad that I jumped Gen 8. Still haven't played those games. Really have to get my hands on a copy. You do, mate. You do. I can't believe you not played Sword or Shield. Wow. You should grab them and give them a go, mate. Like I said, the DLCs earlier on, when I was comparing like the DLCs for Sword and Shield to Scarlet and Violet, I still think the Sword and Shield DLCs are just so much better. Not that I didn't enjoy the Scarlet and Violet DLCs, I think they're very good, but when you look at like, you stack up everything that you get between the two, I think Sword and Shield definitely comes out on top. Yeah, 1 million people had to beat the Zeraora max raid, and then you got the shiny in home. Yeah, it was like over a weekend, wasn't it? I think it ran from like a Friday to a Sunday evening, and yeah, worldwide, and there was increments for how many Zeraora had been beaten worldwide. And if I can't remember what the next stage down was, like if the million hadn't been met, then shiny aura wouldn't be distributed. There would be a second kind of consolation prize, and I can't remember what it was, but yeah, 1 million was smashed. 1 million Zeraora worldwide was smashed. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, Mr. Holbrookie, the shinies I got, it's definitely worth it, like for that alone, and like getting Necrozma, Solgaleo, and Lunala as well shiny. I think they're the only ways that you can shiny hunt those Pokemon currently still in Sword and Shield. So yeah, really good ways to do it. And the other thing that like Scarlet and Violet are kind of done to break a cycle almost is, you know, normally with the next generation on, that's when you get like, so Gen 9 should have been where we'd been able to hunt for Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus to a small extent in their shiny forms. We should have been, because it's the next generation on. Like they always tended to do that, but we just haven't had that at all. Yeah, the Tapus as well. Oh mate, the shiny Tapus are absolutely amazing. I still need to go after those in the Dynamax Adventure raids. Yeah, shiny Tapus. Very, very cool. Don't know which one is my favorite. Tapu Lele or Tapu Fini. Such cool Pokemon though. I mean for the shinies. Tapu Lele is probably my favorite Tapu. But yeah, the black shinies are just absolutely peak. They yeah, amazing. Definitely like, that's another reason, right? I forget about the Tapus that you can get in there. Yes, Mr. Holbrookie, we should definitely, we'll put it off, mate. We got plenty of things to keep us busy up until then. Tapu Lele for Lee. It was the first Tapu that I really had success with in competitive play. I think I played one of the Zelda. Where we'd been, was it Malmo Regional? And I just bubbled top 8. I finished like 9th in Swiss or something. So I was like pretty bummed out about that. With an X2 record. And then that night I was staying with Ben, Voight. Who else was in the room as well? Like we were rooming, there was a bunch of us. And we all decided to play the Zelda tour. And yeah, I got top 4 in that, which was wild. We were like all wanting like a pretty early night, like a chill night. We'd been for food in that, and then we came back and played that. And I was up till like 3 a.m. playing the semi-final of it. I think I won like, was it $100 or $200 or something? It was a pretty good prize pool. So got pretty close to winning, but yeah, never mind. But it was a fun. Yeah, so Tapu Lele, that team was amazing. I used a lot of love for that. I was 17th at that Malmo Regional, 5-2 bubbled CP. Ah, oh, mate, don't. It's so frustrating. How are you doing anyway? You're right. I hope you're well, mate. Good to see you as always. It's so frustrating to think like all the regionals you went to where you had that 5-2 record and you came away with absolutely nothing. You think now it's like, well, that guarantees you day 2 now. Like you are guaranteed to play the next day with that record. Ah, it's so frustrating, isn't it? So frustrating. It's hard not to kind of like get on the back of it and think, yeah, what if has been. I think my biggest thing, and I raised a ticket for this. What year was it? Was it 2016? I think. For yeah, Glasgow Regional. I got 2nd place, and I didn't even get like a trophy. 2nd place at a regional. And I remember being like, because I think in the US at the time they always had bricks for like top 4, and I was like, I got like 2nd, and I couldn't play the final. I had to leave, so I didn't get to play the final. It was it sucked, but yeah, I just wanted some sort of like trophy to be like, oh, that's cool. That was what I got at that regional. And I even raised the ticket like a year later, and I was like, can I, like, I know you weren't doing the bricks at the time, but can I buy one just so I've got it to be like, I got 2nd at this regional? And they were like, no, we don't sell them. I was like, okay, fair enough. Maybe it's just me, but I don't have the same attachment to new Pokemon as I do the Sprite games like Hard Gold or Platinum. That's just why I'm devoting so much time to those games right now. I know what you mean, mate. There's that nostalgic feel that you've got with them. I think it is like that. I wonder if it'll be different in like, you know, another 5-10 years time, where you look back at something like Scarlet and Violet or Sword and Shield or BDSP, whatever you had a lot of fun with at the time, around now, where you're like, I really love these games. I got like, I want to play these games more like you did then. Or if you'll still go back to the original ones, like your Hot Gold, Soul Silver, you know, yeah. I always feel like they all the older generations have their own charm and their own kind of way. And there's parts of me that's like, yeah, Sun and Moon are great games. Even though I have so much bad stick for them, there's parts of me now that I feel like it's been such a long time where I'm like, I'm going to kind of enjoy going back in and playing these games, you know? Whereas if you'd said that to me like maybe 3-4 years ago, I'd have been like, nah, get those games away from me. Yeah, there was a time where Europe didn't have that kind of prizes. Super unfortunate. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Crazy that the pricing was just so bad. But it is what it is, mate. At least it's in a nice place now as well, and you know, the prize money is absolutely phenomenal now for what you can get, especially like, well, IC levels very good, regional levels really, really good. Local level is a different story, but that's yeah, I guess it's going to be harder to increase those significantly. Did you use Tyranitar in your VGC teams? How did you like to use it, if so? Yeah, I use Tyranitar a lot on a lot of my teams, yeah, throughout the years. So 2013 when I got third at UK Nats, I used it then. Top 16 in Germany that year as well. Then in 2014 I was in my world's team when I got top 8. 2015 I didn't use it. 2015, funny enough, because you use chalk pretty much all year, so that was a year without Tyranitar. But I think Tyranitar still had some good showings throughout the year, but that was a year I kind of didn't use Tyranitar. 2016 I didn't, because we had like GS Cup, and it was with Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon and Mega Rayquaza, so Tyranitar didn't really stand up too well against those. 2017, was Tyranitar in that Sun and Moon Dex format? I don't think it was. I don't know. I want to say it wasn't, so I didn't probably use it then. I was casting a lot more then as well. 2018, yeah, so I got second place at Sheffield Regionals, and it was in my team then. So yeah, I've always used Tyranitar. All different ways of using it as well, but it's always been one of those Pokemon that I always love using, you know. 2 very early Scarlet and Violet Regionals that I went to, it was on both of those teams. Yeah. Dustin, how are you doing? And Kate, good to see you. Hope you're both having a great start to your Tuesdays, and great to see you in the stream as always. And thanks for hopping in and joining us today. Basara's got 2 shiny Dino out of the eggs last night. Nice, Dustin. Great to hear, mate. Still have 210 more eggs to go. Hopefully 1 more to come. Hopefully a couple more to come, mate. That'd be amazing. Hot Gold or Black 2. Hot Gold or Black 2. Ooh. Hot Gold, all the way, all the way. I won my entry costs back at local last weekend. Got 4th in the League Cup. Nice, mate. That's good. That's good. Congrats on the early CP as well. Nice to have those kind of like racking up already for next season. Yeah, Tito was pretty decent in 2015, right? You had Japanese Sand, I believe. Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, of course. With the Megaments team, yeah. It was Tyranitar, Excadrill, Megaments, Rotom, Wash. What else was in there? Well, that was primarily the main core of the team. It was very strong, actually, yeah. Japan Sand, yeah. I think that won a national that year as well. Yeah, it was a very, very, very solid team. Yeah. I didn't really... It was weird. I played chalk like all year that year. It was weird from the very start, and those early regionals all the way through. Can't remember what was it. Wakefield regional, I was X1 going into the last round. I got beat off Jamie Keane on the run up to... Yeah, so my only loss was to Keane. And Keane, like, bopped me with, like, some... Can't remember. It's like prankster Whimsicott stuff that he was using. I think it was Mega Gengar, maybe as well. Yeah, that was demoralizing at the time. I remember that being like... And then I played Oddskin in the last round of Swiss. And I had everything sewn up. And he had a Kingdra out in the rain against my full health Sylveon. And my Sylveon, all I needed to do was hit the Hyper Voice and it was done. It was gone. And he crit Muddy Watered my Sylveon and took it down. I was so gutted because I went X and 2 and then I didn't make top 8. And I was like, so salty. So salty. And that was best of 1 as well. Best of 1 Swiss. So yeah, that was gutting. Never mind. But yeah, that was, I think, the first regional of the season that year, and I used the Kang, Cresselia, Landorus, Heatran, Thundurus, and Sylveon. Yeah, and I pretty much used that most of the season. Sometimes I'd put like Amoonguss or Thundurus in there, but yeah, the Japan Sand team was very, very good. Dauntless, like, the current game's just hard for me to stay interested. I feel like I relate to that as well, James, because it's just not like until we had this recent event with the Raichu, the Pikachu, there wasn't really a lot of reason to kind of go back into Scarlet and Violet because you feel like you'd done it all. I feel like if they were a bit more proactive with the events that they could run in the games, I feel like you'd be in them a lot more and doing all these different like fun things, you know? So I think it's a lot down to Game Freak and their activity with the events that they're running in the games, because they're capable of running the events, and there's only so much of a kind of a pull that a 7-star terror event's gonna give you. And once you've done it a few times, you know, you're kind of like, I've got it, done it a few times, I don't need to really farm for Herbamystica. I'm exactly the same. That's why we're playing so many of these older games now, you know. Yeah, I just feel like they could up their game with the events that they do in Scarlet and Violet, or the gifts and things like that, just to keep people active in the games, considering that they shiny locked all the legendaries. I feel like that was such a misplay from them. It would have, like, I feel like people would have still been shiny hunting those legendaries now, you know. I probably would be, because it's a big task to get all like 22 of them. Oh no, there'll be 25 of them. I say 22 because there's 3 of them that are shiny locked out of those 3. Which they may have still kept shiny locked. Yeah. Alec, did you see that Southgate has resigned? I did. Yeah, I saw that I think we just started when the news dropped. So, yeah. I like Southgate. I like him. I think he's a very genuine man. I think he's done a great job getting us where we come to 2 finals, semi-final, quarter-final. But I think it is time for him to step on pastures new, and I wish him all the best in whatever he does. But I think with the players that we got, I said this earlier on, I think the players that we got, they suit a better system of play, less defensive. So we'll see who comes in. How do you feel Tyranitar changed over the generations? It was such a big deal when it first came along. Excuse me, I apologize. Yeah, it has changed a lot. It's probably not as strong as it used to be, which is a shame, because everything else feels like it's had this like huge power creep to it, and I don't know, it's still very good. I think, yeah, it's always going to be one of the best kind of options for weather disruption as well. But I think one of its biggest drawbacks is obviously fairy typing coming in and giving it a hard time, and fighting types becoming way more relevant, way more solidified as a typing in competitive formats. Gives Tyranitar so many issues, you know. Ground types are always there, but I don't think ground types ever really caused too many issues, because with Tyranitar you generally had ways to kind of hit back, you know, the likes of Landorus, Garchomp. Like you get Ice Punch, Ice Beam. It's strong enough to be able to kind of revenge kill those kind of Pokemon if you position it well enough. But it really has no way against, you know, taking outside terrestrialization, it has no real way to deal with like fighting type Pokemon in a normal scenario. So yeah, the likes of, you know, Urshifu coming through. You've got Annihilate, which is another one, recent one. Steel typing is very strong as well, gives Tyranitar a bit of a hard time as well. So I think the rise of those types in general make it a lot more difficult for Tyranitar to kind of function as freely as it maybe once used to. Yeah, that is a good point Riley's making. Yeah, you guys are doing in-game stuff, jump over into the Discord and you guys can discuss it there. But yeah, Tyranitar is a really interesting Pokemon. I love that it got a Mega as well, because its Mega was a cool Mega, and I think it's, although it had one of those abilities where you're like, it didn't really get anything extra. It was a cool ability to have, especially with kind of the weather wars that were going on. So you'd have your opponent disrupt your weather, but you, at the tap of a button, you had the ability to Mega Evolve and then get that sand set back up, which was amazing. Is this a legit copy? It is, yes. It is as a physical copy. Yeah, Riley, I think we warned those guys enough. If it it's just for everyone else's sake, guys. But yeah, I'm playing on a Game Boy player on the GameCube. So I'm hoping we have some luck getting the shiny today. If we can get up towards that 12,000 reset mark, I'm hoping we don't need to, but yeah. I was also looking at Mimikyu nicknames and forgot how common it was in the early regulations. Yeah, Mimikyu is very good. Like, I always remember Mimikyu and Snorlax being one of the most potent combinations in the you know, in VG, especially in, was it 17, I think. Mimilax was like big, where you would Destiny Bond protect with the Mimikyu. Destiny Bond with the Mimikyu, turn 1, you protect with Snorlax, and then turn 2, you would Belly Drum and Trick Room. So they would have like a choice. Do they take down do they go in all guns for the Snorlax, or do they try and prevent your Trick Room setup? And then lose them on for also doing that, you know, as well. Rob, I'm using I've got my Game Boy Advance just plugged in, so that's what I'm using. I just like it. It's a bit easier to do the actual resets with, rather than the Game Boy controller. It's a bit more like I'm actually just playing the game like it should be played. Does Sandstorm give T-Tar a good enough defense boost, or does it really needs the Terra to do something? I mean, the special defense boost that you get from the Sandstorm is very good. Yeah, I mean, when you look at its base stat total, when you include it, that base stat total, the boost that it gets to its special defense in Sand, it's the strongest pseudo legendary, even legendary Pokemon that we've got access to. Like, overall base stat total, it's very good. Yeah, very good. Doesn't really help you against fighting type. Like a 4 times weakness, you need that terrestrialization to kind of alleviate that issue, which is the nice thing about Terra in this format, you know. But I think the one thing about Tyranitar is a lot of the time when you're bringing it into battles, especially if there's that fighting threat on your opponent's team, it's maybe a little bit obvious that that's going to be the Pokemon that you probably are going to terrestrialize, which makes it a little bit easier for you, maybe your opponent, to play around. So one of those. It's a bit of a double-edged sword sometimes. Grace, can we all take a minute to remember Southgate? We'll all remember Gareth for all the good he's done. There we go. There's the moment. It's over. Thanks, Gareth. Take care. Have a great break, whatever you ends up doing. I wonder if he'll end up at Man United as their manager. I feel like that would be a great fit. I don't know if you agree with me on that. I think Ashworth needs to earn his keep. I think getting Southgate in at Man United is what I think the rest of the Premier League teams would love to see. As a Newcastle fan, I think, you know, I don't want to be selfish about this, but I think Southgate should should become, I think Ten Hag should leave. I think Southgate should just step into that role, and yeah, I think it would be the perfect lead on from the England job for me, at least. I think, yeah. So good luck, Gareth. Hopefully we see you with the mighty Reds, the Red Devils in Old Trafford in a couple of seasons. New to the stream, but really enjoying your videos. Very informative and well done. Keep up the good work, my man. Thank you, mate. That is very kind of you to say, and it's great to have you join the stream as well. I hope you're having a great start to your day, and hopefully see something pop up shiny today, especially this Deoxys. Howdy, so glad to finally catch you live. Usually just rewatched after work. Scooter the Fish, it's great to have you here, my friend, and I hope you've had a great day so far, and enjoy the stream with us this afternoon. Oh, I hate that they gave Regigiga a slow start ability. Yeah, it feels unfair, doesn't it? It's so good. Like in the Sword and Shield format, when it was introduced with Galarian, we said such a strong combination. Did you say pseudo legendary? Don't you mean powerhouse Pokemon? Oh yes, sorry. All right, I need to get the correct official phrasing done. I'm not allowed to use the actual normal terminology anymore. Pseudo legendary, how we got powerhouse Pokemon. Powerhouse Pokemon. It sounds so bad. Grace, I think you need to stop talking rubbish. Probably, yes, but I get the sense that you're not like on the same page as me about Southgate. You not see that GS on the again, coach written underneath, head coach. Dan's man. Yeah, Dan's man indeed. Wadey, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. I'm doing all right, mate. Looking forward to seeing shiny Deoxys this afternoon. I hope you're right, mate. It's got to shine today. It has to. Friend, wish you all the luck. It's taken a while. Finally got my shiny type null after 7,248 soft resets. That's amazing to hear. Congrats on that great shiny. Really good to hear. And what's the next one? The guy. What are you going after next? Ginger, how are you doing? Good to see you as well. Size Spam is broken again. Size Spam's pretty strong at the moment. Yeah. Did you see the Victory Road team shown from the weekend as well? Some interesting teams there, especially Kyogre popping up with Arcaludon and things like that. Some nice, really interesting little interactions going on with teams at the moment. Such a stupid, yeah. It's so I feel like I want to refuse to say it on broadcast in future. Just be like, yeah, powerhouse Pokemon. If I have to say it on broadcast, keep an eye out. If you're watching me, I will give a look when I say it. You'll know we've had this conversation. Got your shiny Lunala after 116 Dynamax Adventures. Gun, that is amazing to hear, mate. Congratulations, getting such an absolute banger shiny. It's such a great shiny. And after so many Dynamax Adventure runs as well, fair play for just sticking at it as well. So easy to kind of put those Dynamax Adventure runs down, have a break from them, but no, persisting with it, mate. Paid off for sure. Do you need someone to make the tea? I mean, he could. I reckon he would make a cracking cuppa. What do you reckon he would use? Like Yorkshire tea? Or do you reckon he would use something like a Twinings English breakfast is his go-to tea? Or do you reckon he's a Tetley's man? PG Tips? You might like the pyramid bags though of a PG Tips, you know. I reckon Gareth. Yeah, Gareth's definitely 100% a PG Tips man, isn't he? He's all about those pyramid tea bags. It's all, yeah, with a bit of the drawstring on as well. He doesn't get them like all loose either. He has to go a bit fancy, so they got a bit of a drawstring on so you can hang it over the side of the cup. Defo Earl Grey. Gareth with his Earl Grey. I don't know, is he I don't know. I reckon he's like a custard cream and milky tea sort of guy. The only true tea is Yorkshire tea. Oh mate, I represent Yorkshire tea is what we have. So yes. To go now. Good luck with the hunt and have fun with the stream. Thank you, mate. It's great to see you. Enjoy the rest of your day, Yoran, and I'll hopefully catch up with you sometime soon, mate. But hope the training's going well for the World Championships in a few weeks time. So yeah, keep in touch, mate. This is a very long hunt. You are going to keep it or give it away after you catch the Deoxys. I would keep it after the frustrations it's been putting all through. Well, the plan is once I get the Deoxys, I'm going to trade it to Emerald, and then I'm going to use the duplication glitch in Emerald to make a lot of these Deoxys, and then I'm going to trade them all up through Pokemon Bank into Pokemon Home, into Scarlet and Violet. Then we're going to do a giveaway on the channel for all of you fine people that have been following the hunt from the very start. We'll probably start with a members only stream, so I kind of make sure I hit all of those good people, and then we'll do it to the rest of you guys. So I will try and get one out to everyone that would like one. I'm making a brulee. No, mate, I think my coffee is all but gone. Coffee, I got new coffee as well, and it's terrible. It was really disappointing this morning. Opening a new bag, it was not the one. It's like dirty dishwater. I was very disappointed. It was not a good way to start my day. How far in Emerald do you have to get to do the dupe glitch in Emerald? You need to be at the battle factory, like the battle tower. So you need to have that unlocked. So post game. So yeah, is that just champion? I think you just need to be the champion, I'm pretty sure, to do it. Yeah. Currently hunting the Tapus and got Lele a couple of months ago. Got Coco yesterday and 2 more to go. Nice, that's awesome. Coco yesterday, what a great catch, mate. Lele to start things off as well. Good luck with the final 2. I hope you managed to get them. They were all really nice shinies, all the Tapus. They did a really good job with them. Even good old Tapu Bulu. Where'd you get your coffee? Well, normally, Polly, I don't order it online or anything, but there's a particular brand that I would normally get from the co-op in the village. I don't know the name of it, but I picked this one up when I was in Tesco the other day because I was like, I need some and I'm going to run out soon. I was like, since I'm here, I'll grab this. And it's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah, it was not nice. I really want to get, I'm going to look out for it actually on Prime Day. I'm hoping to get like a bean grinder so I can get my own beans and then grind them and then have that to make the coffee with in the morning. But yeah, if you've got any recommendations though, Polly, for coffee to get, do shoot them over. I would very much appreciate it. T2 is where I get my tea from. T2. Terminator 2. I'd love to have the Deoxys from the sun. Yeah, that's probably the reason why I won't nickname it as well. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, where I used to work, we used to have one, and it was like so cool. Just having the bean grinder as well, having that like smash, the fresh smell of the beans. It's like so good. What's the official coffee for shiny hunting? Well, whatever I'm drinking is not the one, because we've had, I mean, we got the Heracross last week. Maybe I need to retrace my steps last Thursday. What did we do? We need to replicate it today. Roast your own too, man. Got whole hog. Wow. Got roasting as well. I mean, I would love to. It would be great, yeah. Chimney Fire Coffee subscription service is the best. Highly recommend. Right, I'm going to write this down now. Natalie, thank you so much. What is it? Chimney Fire Coffee. Right, I've got this open. I'm going to give it a go. If you have a referral code or anything like that that I can use, so you can get, I'm sure those subscription services, if you want to drop it in the chat, and then I'll use that, so at least you can get something back if I put my order through. Tobias, yes, mate. You can get a grinder on the App Store. Just looked it up. Called Pilgrim's Coffee. Okay, let me pull that one up as well. I love all these suggestions. Thank you, friends. You're all doing a huge service to me here. Deoxys, come on. We need you to shine just today. But this is officially my longest shiny hunt that I've ever done now. So how many days has it been with the Deoxys? So on and off, top man, we started this whole thing. I'll be able to tell you exactly when we what day we started the Deoxys. I think we're like, must be day 38 or 39 now. But we started this hunt on Pokemon the day after Pokemon Day. So basically, yeah, the day after Pokemon Day we started the Deoxys hunt. And it's been on and off, so it hasn't been a constant thing, because we've done the shiny only hunt for Soul Silver in between. I've been away at regional events, so it's not been a solid run at it, but it's been going on since end of February, start of March. Do you get 8 o'clock coffee over there? My favorite for sure. No, that's got a great name though. I've never seen it anywhere else. Maybe it's something we can pick up here. 8 o'clock coffee. Always have good coffee in the States as well. So can I get that here? Right, I've got like 3 tabs open with all these different coffees. I love it. Thank you so much. Yeah, so March it's been. I think it's about this must be like day 38, 39 of this hunt. Which is just, yeah. But I've never had to reset this much for anything before. So we are, yeah, whatever we end up doing with this one will be the longest that we've ever been at something. That's why I say we've been pretty lucky with our hunts that we've... I mean, even the Heracross, right? When you even look at that, I know we were over odds with the Heracross in Soul Silver. But we get very lucky with it. It could have easily been an Apom. We were phase 1. It could have easily been a Spearow. And we got the Heracross. And it was female as well. So it's like, we still got very lucky with that hunt, I think. We've not been terribly over odds in that game in general. The Mareep was like 2,000 encounters. Geodude was like 128. So that was ridiculous. I think the Cyndaquil was one of the longer ones, but again, that was just under 8,000 resets. The Chikorita was just over 4,000. So yeah, the Gyarados is going to be a single encounter. The Lugia, I don't know, what will that end up being? Rad Dad, how are you doing? Is he here? Gets my sort of humor. Where is Rad Dad? Not here. Oh, he's not here. You're making me think Rad Dad's in the chat, but he's not. Never melt ice. I knew what you meant, mate. I knew what you meant. That's the big part of remembering. If something's 20% encounter and you take into account the phase, it's pretty lucky. Same with the Nincada. Phase 2 for it was awesome. Yeah, true, mate. When you think of all the other possibilities that it could be, right? It's like, yeah, crazy. What's the next shiny hunt after Deoxys? Well, I was talking about it. I think we could go for the Mewtwo in this game, because it'd be a nice one to do in these games. And Rose, who's in chat, is just starting doing the Mewtwo in Leaf Green as well. So I'm like, oh, we could potentially stay in Leaf Green for a little bit longer. We could do the Mewtwo. There's also the Ho-Oh and the Lugia hunts that we could do in these games as well, which could be kind of fun to do. We could do maybe the Lugia hunt alongside the Lugia in Soul Silver, because that's going to be the main thing that I guess we jump over to after this one's finished, is that shiny only hardcore Nuzlocke run that we're doing in Soul Silver. We've got like a team of 5 Pokemon now. We're about to go to Whitney, so we've got 2 gym badges, and then we're going to go on to Whitney. But I think the run from now on out is going to be pretty much probably no more shiny hunting until we get to the Lugia, which is just after the 8th gym before we do the Elite Four. And then we'll start some new shiny hunts when we get into Kanto. We do those gym leaders, and then we make our way to Red on the top of Mount Silver. And once we beat Red, then that is it done. We are finished the shiny only hardcore Nuzlocke run of that game, which is going to be really cool to be able to do. Because I could easily finish that, I think, if we just beat the Elite Four, but it feels like there's more to do in that game, right? Caleb, how are you doing, mate? Good morning to you. So if we switch to Scarlet and Violet, if we get the shiny early this morning, oh yeah. I mean, if we're gonna go for the Mewtwo, we could go for the Mewtwo. We could switch for that from this hunt into the Mewtwo. But it kind of depends on what you guys would prefer to see. If I get my Taylor, I think I'm going to hunt the Ho-Oh in Leaf Green. Nice, Sasagi. That's a great one to go for. There's also Shadow Tita. There is also Shadow Tita, but it would mean that I need to... Yeah, I feel like I want to start that on a fresh. I may want to... I think, Riley, before I jump into Coliseum, I want to get the Soul Silver run done. And then come into that with like a clean slate. So we've got just a nice run of just concentrating on that. We should act ultra mega surprised with the Lake of Rage, Garrett. Yeah, we should. Yeah, just be like, oh my god, it's red. It's how first attempt, first encounter. This never happens to anyone. Yeah, the milk tank, Whitney's milk tank can be very annoying, but it was one of the reasons why I wanted the female Heracross in the first place. And I've EV'd it as well, so it will outspeed it. We got Brick Break, so we should make pretty easy work of Whitney. You could probably 20 times hunt it. Get all of those screens up. You need like an auto detect like on your monitor just to be like any color variation. There's that cool app for BDSP. I've never set it up, but it's an automated shiny hunting app for BDSP. And it'll detect the color of the shiny, so it will stop resetting in BDSP when the shiny is encountered, which is a pretty cool app as well. But like I say, I've never really tried it out, but I think for the shiny legendaries in BDSP, if you can set it up, it's probably worth doing, because you can just like leave your computer running, just resetting until it comes across the legendary Pokemon, and then it will stop and it'll wait for you to come along and catch the shiny. Magic number 11,500. Tob, I hope you're right. I really do, because we'd 100% take that now. Only the top percent of players go and trade a Drowsy for matchup with the NPC on level 5 of the goal. What? Yeah, only the top 1%. Gonna try RNG hunt in BDSP. Nice, mate. The blink method. It's a really cool game to do it. We've also got the Shaman. I never ever did the shiny hunt for Shaman in BDSP, and I've still got it to hunt. So that's another one. So we got the Arceus, the Shaman, and BDSP as well to get. So they're two that I'd like to go for. I mean, the Arceus we put on hold until all of these were done as well. So imagine doing it in Emerald. Oh, brutal. This Deoxys hunt in Emerald would be a nightmare to do. You'd encounter it, run away, come back, do the puzzle every single time, and then encounter it. Could you imagine the time it would take? I feel like the BDSP reset times are like a breeze compared to doing that hunt in Emerald. Joshua, how are you doing? Just started getting back into Pokemon and just wanted to thanks very much for your vids, bud. Much love. Thank you so much for the kind words, mate, and the support. And great to hear that you're getting back into Pokemon and the videos have been helpful. I hope they continue to be helpful as you keep enjoying the games. But great to hear you getting back into it. What game are you playing at the moment? Scarlet and Violet, I assume, but I don't know. Don't want to make too many assumptions. Once I finish Shaman, that's what I'm going to do, the blink method. I did it for Darkrai in BDSP. It's a long time ago, but yeah, that was a really fun hunt. Yeah, the Arceus hunt, benched, But I think we're over 1,000 resets into the Arceus hunt already. I don't know if we're much more than that. I really want Arceus in a Premier Ball, so I don't want to go over odds. Hell yeah. Premier Ball, shiny Arceus would be so good. Sebastian, call that alien, mate. Summon it to the field, the shiny one. Such a shame that in Scarlet and Violet you can't shiny hunt the legendaries in the Indigo Disc. I know. Oh, Murphy, it's the most infuriating thing. But just giving people a reason to stay in the games and play, like that was the only thing that they needed to do. And yeah, they were just like, nah, it's alright. It's easier if they're just shiny locked, isn't it? Crazy decision. Nothing there. Right, friends, I'm gonna just grab a quick drink. I will be literally a minute because I have got nothing and I'm out of coffee. So I'll be 2 seconds. I'll be right back. We are back with the shiny hunt. Thanks for hanging tight, guys. Fancy something a little different today. Carlos, thank you so much for the subscribe. Great to have you here, and I hope you enjoy your time on the channel. And back in with the Deoxys hunt. Can this be the shiny? Yeah, I fancied like something different. I went for a little Vimpto today. So General, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you. Hope you're well, my friend. No shiny Deoxys. I should have went for something yellow, like a banana milkshake. That would have been the one. I think Game Freak still want people to buy the other game. Yeah, that's the big ploy, isn't it, Mr. Browser? For sure, 100%. It's their whole marketing campaign to make people just have to buy Sword and Shield. If you want the legendary shiny, you buy the DLCs, you buy the game, and then go there. Crystal Pool music is so good. This is so many cool things. When you think about like Kitakami is like the DLC of the land, the region, the area. It's so cool. I would love to have a full game expanded on. I said this as well. I've said this recently. Like just Kitakami, just an expansion of Kitakami. It would be so good. $90 Pokemon is the best Pokemon. Coincidence? I think not. Exactly, mate. My Arceus. You can buy the DLC before getting the full game. And then to get the actual exclusive Pokemon, you still have to play through the entire game as well. Calyrex is just not available unless you become the champion. It's a crime that Gen 1 and Gen 2 have yet to make it to the Switch. I know. Like, now that they're not on the 3DS shops and that's all closed down, I know bank and stuff's open. You've got to think though, and I think I'm still along the same lines of when they close bank officially, when that's all gone, I think that's the time when they're going to port everything over to the Switch. But it's more likely, I feel like, now to be on the successor console than the Switch. So whatever that new console is, it feels like that will be the one that they'll do it on. Maybe that's what they're gearing up for the 30th. Oh well, I hope it's not the 30th anniversary, because that's like 2 years before we even get that. Pokemon Legends Kitakami. Oh, could you imagine, Luke? How good would that be? The origins of the Crystal Pool and the masks. Petrunt. That's true. Shout out Glimmering Life Sage. Gen 1 is technically on the Switch in Let's Go. Yeah. So we do have it technically. Alec, enjoy it, mate. Enjoy the trip to the king. I also hope you come back and we have the shiny. That would also be good. They could have done Gen 1 and 2 this year. Yeah, I mean, this year would have been perfect for Gen 2, even if they skipped Gen 1, because just of the anniversary of Gold and Silver, you know? I think would have been like a nice nod to those games, because really we've had nothing otherwise. I mean, is the Teal Mask the nod to it? Like Unova was the nod to with the Indigo Disc? I don't know. It feels like a pretty very subtle, not what the fans wanted, nod to those regions. I want Tornadoes as well. Does that mean I need to get the sword? The sword DLC, yeah, pretty much. We could get Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. That's a nice way to get it, you know, and probably a bit of an easier way to shiny hunt it in those games as well. A little bit more time needed to invest to get to the point where you can do the Ultra Wormholes, but probably, preferably, I would say, my favorite way to get it as a shiny. We could get a regional form of Teddy Ursa line to evolve into Blood Moon Ursaluna. Yes, that would be cool. That would be so good. There's so many possibilities, isn't there, with that sort of stuff. Christopher, I say it all the time. You guys make it an absolute breeze to do, honestly. It's I think if you were to do it without any sort of side entertainment, it would be enough to drive any person crazy. But you guys are great. You come into the stream, we have a blast, we talk about the most random things, which is always fun, and about all things we love, like Pokemon and that. But you guys make it so enjoyable to do, you know. So I mean, you guys take a huge amount of credit for these hunts as well, you know. Farlan, the Minio you caught yesterday has a Mark 2. Nice. What mark is it? Only thing about getting Sun and Moon for Torn is someday in the nearest future we won't be able to transfer up. That's also very true, yeah. So you've got to, I guess, factor that into things as well. Feel so unlucky. Found 2 shiny Pikachus and 1 with a mark while setting up the outbreak. But as soon as I put on the sandwich, not a single shiny. It's always the way, Petra. I get getting angry for you. I know that feeling, mate. It's so frustrating. I hope with the next sandwich you get more than your fair share of shiny Pikachus. Right, let's get this Deoxys. Imagine getting your hands on some of the old DS and GBA distribution cartridges. Yeah, they have them for sale on eBay. I do wonder about them. I have looked at the DS ones a bunch of times, because you've got there's one I looked at not that long ago. It was for the legendary dogs, the shiny legendary dogs, and you just never know if they're genuine or not, you know. I think that's my biggest worry, because there's such a big expense. Like I kind of wanted to do them. Like I had the crazy idea, it was about a year ago, I had the crazy idea of like getting one and then doing the mystery gift distribution on like multiple new save files. So I had boxes of these event Pokemon and then giving those out in like on the channel. But I'm like, it's such an outlay, because I think they're about £300-400 to get one of the carts. I'll pull it up, see if there's anything. And there's also the fact is that, you know, you don't know if they're legit or not, because it's so easy to replicate a DS cartridge these days and make them look authentic. Authentic Nintendo DS official Pokemon Legendary Distribution cartridge. Not for real. So this generally looks like it is authentic, this one. How much is this for? £250. And now it does feel exactly like Caleb was saying, you know, it feels like a bit of a risk now, where you pick one up there and then when are we going to get that announcement where Bank and Home are closing down, and then you're on a real fine tight deadline to get those things done, you know, and trade it up and stuff like that. But yeah, I always wanted one of those distribution cards. Be very cool to have one. You've seen the Gen 3 distribution card, it's most likely a bootleg. Yeah, I would agree with you. Yeah, you can get the ones where they are like, they advertise them as a bootleg, but they've got all the distribution events in them, which is kind of cool to still have, because then you can, you know, it's basically the same as the official thing, just I guess. Yeah, weird how an old cartridge is so expensive now. I know, right? Thank you, Rad Dad. How are you doing, mate? I hope you're having a great day today, my friend. It's good to see you, and thank you so much for the yeah, I dug it out. I've had this one a long time, but I was like, yeah, I didn't know where it was. Dug it out, found it, thought we'll wear it today. Might be the lucky charm for this Deoxys hunt. $500. Yeah, it's a lot of dough. This one definitely looks legit though. It looks like it's worn enough on the back that you would say that could be a legit cart. But I mean, yeah, I don't know what event this one's for, because there's so many for the DS era. This one looks like it's for, let's see, doesn't say. It's just legendary distribution cartridge number 110. So it doesn't actually tell you what the Pokemon are. You'd have to go and find out what the Pokemon were that you were getting from this one. Doing good, Rad Dad. I hope you are as well, mate. The ROM files for all the distribution cards are available, and flash cards are an option. Don't mind using it. I mean, that would be a good way to do it, you know, to get them. It would just be nice to be able to, if I was doing the giveaway, I think on the channel I'd feel a little bit better about doing it, whereas like I've got the genuine card, I've done all the hard work, so these are like as legit as you can get, you know, even though it's exactly the same from a flash card. I can get the GB operator for the 10th of the price. That's true, Riley, for sure. Bang Hong, how are we doing today? I hope you are well and having a good day. Good to see you in the stream. Just got my third shiny Dino. Yes, Dustin, and those remaining 200 odd eggs. Nice to hear, mate. The third one has appeared. Love it, mate. Got the whole line now. David, good to see you, mate. How goes the hunt? It is going, mate. It is going. No shiny just yet, but you know it can appear at any time. Like I said to a lot of you guys when you jump in, maybe it's just waiting for one of you to join us today until it shows up. With the Gen 3 events, are you not limited to one per save file? Yeah, so you would be pretty much limited. So the way that I would have had to have done it was start a new save file on, say, my diamond copy, do the event distribution, like play far enough into the game where I could get the mystery gift event, then do the mystery gift event distribution, then trade those Pokemon up to bank, I guess, and then do a new save file, and then just repeat that cycle over and over again. And it would be it would take a while to get like the boxes for the giveaway like needed for them all, you know. But at least with that one, I guess it wouldn't be, my thinking was it wouldn't have been too bad, because you're kind of getting 3 mystery gifts at once rather than like say the Keldeo mystery gift event, which would have been a cool one to do as well, where it would be 1 Pokemon for 1 new save file, whereas like the legendary beasts would have been 3 for 1 new save file, which would have made it a bit better, you know. It would just be nice to know, like, if they made if Pokemon made the announcement and said, okay, bank's gonna stay open for the next, we got another 12 months, I'd be way more inclined to be like, I kind of fancy doing that, because I feel like that would be a cool mystery gift event to kind of like do on the channel. But because we've just got that kind of air of uncertainty hanging over our heads that they could literally at the drop of a hat just be like, it's going to close next month, it makes me feel a little bit more like, I don't know, who's ringing me on this number? A couple of shiny Hydreigons evolved from Dino. Nice. It's a great shiny. It is a great shiny. Have a shiny female Hydreigon called Daenerys. Great nickname, mate. I love that. The mother of dragons. Yeah, I watched the trailer for next week's episode of House of Dragons yesterday after watching the new episode, and yeah, it looks like next week's is going to be a bit of a I don't know if next week's will be the banger episode, but it looks like it's maybe another kind of setup for the one after that to be the banger. But yeah, looks like next week's could be decent. It's probably going to be the following week after that. Nobody talk about dragons. No, we'll not talk about the episode. We'll just leave it for today. It's still early in the week. Not everyone's had the chance to see it yet. I think I have a solid idea for the Dragonite raid. Sucrose, throw it out. Let's hear it, mate. Yeah, it was like a setup episode, wasn't it, right, Dad? Yeah. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. There's a part of me that just feels like Annihilate's going to be the one for the Dragonite with bulk up. But, I don't know. There's probably better options out there. Problem is, the Dragonite's going to have, I would imagine, going to have flying coverage. It's going to make it bringing any fighting type that you're going to need to that raid extremely difficult. Normal Terra type, meaning fighting is effective. Yes, yeah. Terra Stella Bronzong with Iron Defense and Body Prep. Ah, there you go, mate. That's the one. There you go. Resist normal flying, dragon, immune to ground. There you go. Sir Cross. If anyone uses a Bronzong in that raid now, you have to nickname your Bronzong Sir Cross. That is the only stipulation to the contract that Sir Cross has just dropped into the chat. Yeah, it's such a good shout, mate. And you know it'll work so well. Bronzong gets Screech as well, doesn't it? So you could even double up with that. No more Annihilate, please. I think it will have a hard time against the Dragonite. So can you help? It is easier to egg hunt for shinies or wild hunt. It's probably easier to go for... if you've got a foreign ditto, Masuda hunting is definitely the best option for shiny hunting things, I would say. In Scarlet and Violet though, if you've got the Sparkling Power level 3 sandwich set up and you've got like 60 Pokemon and an outbreak cleared, that's probably your best way to shiny hunt, in all honesty, just because you can cycle through so many encounters in such a short period of time, and there's no real setup either with having to prepare eggs or anything like that. So that would probably be the best way. But Masuda hunting is definitely one of the best consistent like methods that we've got like throughout most of the Pokemon games, but it does depend on the hunt as well. Yeah, the Hurricane, Annihilate, not wanting to eat those up. Danny, good to see you. How are you doing today? Great have you in the chat, in the stream, joining us. Hope you're having a great Tuesday though. And idea on the Dondozo raid. Is it next week? It can't be. Is it next week? Is it next week? When is the Dondozo raid? I thought that was like miles away. Is it next week as well? Wow. Is it the 26th, is it? I thought it wasn't for a while. Let's have a look. Do 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 do. 26th. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, man. All right. 26th. Wow. I'm just lost in dates at the moment. I don't know where everything is. So Dondozo's next week. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start putting some stuff together for it, really, aren't I? Maybe I drop something towards the end of the week for some best build ideas. Electric Terra-type Raikou. My Arceus, that's a brilliant name. I love it. I always breed my foreign shiny Ditto, even if I don't intend on the shiny breeding. Shiny foreign Ditto, such a nice thing to have as well. Yeah, always good to, always use it, because you're just giving yourself the increased chances of potentially getting a shiny, which is always nice. And if you get a surprise, then that's always good. I'm gonna use Tatsuguri for the Dondozo, just they forgot about the ability. I'll poison him and then hide in its mouth for the raid. Just throw a Toxic out and then the Commander ability activates and you just instant win. I see you got the shiny yellow Raichu. How long did it take? Not long at all, mate. Really very, very quick one to go after. I think on Friday we got 18, but none of them had the jumbo mark, which is a little bit sad. I've done probably the same again, if not a few more since then off stream, and still no jumbo mark. So I was saying earlier, we'll probably come back to Scarlet and Violet on Friday. If I haven't got the jumbo mark Raichu by then, we'll continue that. We'll do a few more, or we'll jump into doing some of the other outbreaks while they're still running as well. So yeah, hopefully we'll get it soon. We'll get the jumbo soon and some of the other ones, but the Tatsuguri raids are going to be very, very fun. I'm really looking forward to those ones, so we'll probably do those when they go live as well. Don't need to prepare anything, just use the ape. I'm going for the whole line, then Mimikyu, and then trying for that jumbo mark. Nice, good luck with them. I hope you get the shinies very, very quickly and get those lines complete. Mimikyu's definitely one that I have to go for. Wait, did you just say you got 18 shiny? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, on Friday's stream anyway. And none of them had the jumbo mark, even though the majority of them were caught when we had the level 3 Humongo power active. So it's like a 1 in 64 chance of getting that the ultimate sized Raichu. But yeah, none of them were. Beefy Heefy. 1,000 push-ups if not a jumbo Raichu. I don't think I could do 1,000 push-ups, mate. It would take me the entire stream to do 100 push-ups. 1,000? No, mate. Have you seen these arms? These arms are not built for pushing up. I wish they were, but yeah. In all honesty, when I was trying to get the shiny charm, I needed Yanma, so I bred a Yanmega with a foreign Ditto. Accidentally got 2 eggs. The second was shiny. Wow, James, that's incredible. I love that. Called 32 Raichu, never got the Teensy. Sacroz. I think it's the same odds for the Teensy when you've got Teensy power set up as well. So it's like 1 in 64 for both. Ended up getting 5 Alolan Raichus without making it sandwich. Then I'd say half an hour. The increased odds will save you some Herbers. Yeah, that's the nice thing. You can do most of the outbreaks without the Herbers, so you can just save those. Isd, thank you so much for the subscribe, and thanks for joining the stream with us today. It's great to have you here while we do this Deoxys hunt this afternoon. And yeah, but if you're going for like the Humongo mark, like the Jumbo mark or the Teensy mark, then you kind of need those Herba Mysticas for those, just to give you the better odds, because otherwise it's, yeah, it's a very, very hard one to get. Stream of me doing push-up stream. The worst stream in the world. The anxious mark on Pikachu, Luke. That's a nice one to get, mate. That is, if you've only got 2 marks on the ones you've got, that is a very cool one to get. I agreed to do 500 a day indefinitely if England had won. Man, by Christmas you would have been like absolutely stacked. 500 a day, 500 a day. That's so many. Like in one go, or would you have done them like staggered them throughout the day? It's a blast stream. I didn't report in. Ah, well, I appreciate the sub, mate. I really do. And sorry that the notif didn't come up when you did. Yeah, the shiny in the mark is the one. And it's annoying as well, because I think the only thing that they changed this time around for the Pikachu raid from the first time they run it is they took away the chance for it to have the Jumbo mark. Because last time you had a good chance of getting the 7-star Pikachu from the raid and it being a Jumbo size. But they've taken the possibility of that away for this one for some reason. I don't know why they would change it. It seems like something that doesn't really matter too much at all, but yeah, they changed it for whatever reason. It's a bit sad for those that missed it the first time around, and then I'm sure there's a few people that were like, oh, it would be cool to get the 7-star Terror Raid event as a Jumbo as well, but yeah, didn't make any sense why they would change it. But we'll be back in Scarlet and Violet on Friday though for the stream, and that'll be a nice one. Be a nice one to jump in and do. I didn't get the game until before summer 2024. Yeah, and it's like that's what I mean for, like, you know, people that are coming into the game at all different points as well. You're gonna inevitably like have a lot of people that miss those early on events, so it's like just keep them the same. Like surely for Game Freak it's easier just to keep all of the details exactly the same from the first time around and change anything, but it seems weird. Didn't even need a massive shiny Raichu. Isn't the normal shiny one enough? It's not for me. I need the Jumbo mark on it. It gives me a little bit of a challenge as well, because they're not the most difficult shiny hunts to do, so it just makes it a little bit more of a challenge. And it would be cool to have the Alolan Raichu with the Jumbo mark. I'm probably not going to go for the other ones with the Jumbo mark. We might go for the Teensy mark on like Pichu or something like that. That might be a cool one to do. But yeah, remember when alphas became tiny when they got transferred over? Yeah. How that, yeah. The glitch in the system. Is that like the first batch of like alphas or anything that you traded over from PLA? Riley was talking about that on yesterday's stream. 30 shiny Alolan Raichu caught, and only got 1 uncommon, 2 sleepy time marks on the bunch. Wow. Hope I get any of those 3. 2,800 marks. Wow, that's crazy that you didn't get any more than that, and that amount of Alolan Raichus. Nice, Riley. That That glitch helped out with the Ribbon Master. The Ribbon Master Sneasel. That's super nice, mate. Ultra Wormhole mentioned, I have been summoned. Snow on Fire, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Having a great day yourself. Good to see you, as always. Got a rowdy Alolan Raichu so far, but haven't really time to do the hunts. We'll do a couple of hours today though. Well, good luck, David, with those when you jump into them. I got some nice marks. I got very lucky with a few of them the last time I jumped in to do them, but yeah, just no jumbo. But lots of very average sized Alolan Raichus. Has anyone tried getting as many Ribbons as possible in a single Pokemon? Riley, take the floor, my friend. I'm hunting Deoxys as well right now. TC Alex, good luck with the hunt, my friend. I hope you see it shine very soon. And do let us know if you you manage to pop it up in your game. I'd love to congratulate you, mate. .32 here with no teensy. I don't know why they're so stubborn to get, especially with the the level 3 power on it. Feels like, come on, like you're more likely, you've got better odds of getting that mark on. I guess it's getting it with the shiny as well, because there's probably a bunch in the outbreaks that are popping up that aren't shiny that have the jumbo mark. It's just getting the align with the shiny to get the mark. Luca didn't have the patience to Ribbon Master my shiny Crobat, but I've added a fair few so far. Also gives me an incentive to play a BDSP and more contest ribbons. Mate, that's a nice Pokemon to Ribbon Master if you do end up getting all the ribbons on it. Very, very cool. Shiny Crobat's great. Can you get shiny Crobat in Colosseum? Is that one of the Pokemon? Or is that not one? I don't think it was on the list when we were talking about them, Riley. Taking a bit from Raichu outbreaks right now. Continuing my Mewtwo hunt in BDSP. So Cross, good luck with that, mate. How many resets are you in on the Mewtwo now? They should re-add the shiny sound in Pokemon ZA live. Definitely missed out on I've definitely missed out on some new shinies in Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, I think you and like all of us have. No, it's not available, Riley. That's sad. It's across 2,700. You're gonna get it before 3,000. The guaranteed seal of approval from the channel. $11,300. We are there. So making our way up the ranks. It's just wild to think that we've done so many resets on the Deoxys and there's just been nada. I know, right? Deoxys' arm looked like some electrical wiring. I know it does, doesn't it? It doesn't even like have hands. Even though it does have hands there. In that sprite. But the sprite we've got in the overlay. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. Maybe we need the Generation 3 Deoxys shiny sprite. Maybe that's where we've gone wrong this whole time. Let me see if I can try and find it. This. Right. Okay. That's not working. Love the defense form shiny. That's the one for you, mate. Yeah, we should get the defense form sprite, shouldn't we? Kind of want this one when it pops up. I can only find ones from like newer games. Right, well, this is the next best thing. I'm going to do it for the next time we do this hunt. I'm going to get the Gen 3 one. Let's replace this with... This is going to probably be huge. No, it's not. There we go. Okay, there we go. Will this change our fortune? There we go. Okay. Gucci 11k, thought it was locked at full odds. No, unfortunately not. It's just a chance every time that we do the reset that we've got a chance 1 in 8,192 of it being shiny. Generally speaking, most of the time when you do a hunt with full odds, you do normally get it before you reach that sort of number, but technically, yeah, you're likely to get it when you reach that full odds number, but there's never a guarantee of it being like that. If you had to pick a generation that you could never play again, which would you pick? Never play again. Wow. Okay. Which one would I not miss? Sun and Moon. I'd miss some of the Pokemon from those games, but I think as a game, I'd probably pick Sun and Moon. Gen 7. Yeah. I think it would be between Gen 6 and 7 though, between the two. Yeah, what about you, Alec? Which one would you say bye-bye to forever? Yeah, the defense form it does look cool. I gotta admit, it definitely looks a little bit better than the one that we had on there before. Yeah, we have a little bit, there's a little bit of variation there. Shadow, a little bit. I'd also pick Gen 7, yeah. Love Sun and Moon hit. Diamond and Pearl, oh, that hurts my heart. I love Diamond and Pearl, Platinum. Yeah, Sinnoh region. One of my favorites. I like the diamonds from Sun and Moon, but the game is such a slog. Yeah, like when I think like the Ultra Beasts are very cool, Tapus are very cool, the new Pokemon that we got in Alola like Araquanid, we got the regional forms as well, Alola form Pokemon, all very, very cool, very good aspects. But yeah, the game outside of that for me was just not the one. Gen 2 boy, so I'm just gonna skip Diamond and Pearl. Just keep Soul Silver, Hot Gold. Yeah, it's a good choice. I would be with you on that. Oh, Gen 2 is mid. No, Gen 2. Gen 2's the best. I respect it though. Favorite games were Black and White 1 and 2. Solid games, Sirkraz for sure. Predicted you would pick Sun and Moon based on your previous comments. I've never played Sword and Shield, so I would have to pick them. That's fair. If you've never played them, you'd never miss them, right? Don't like Gen 3, but I like a lot of Pokemon from Gen 3. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Probably Gen 4. Beefy Heefy, don't do this to me, mate. No, that includes Hawk, also Silver, but still having Gen 2 would make it okay. Yeah, I guess you'd still have them there, but then you wouldn't have Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum. Mind me asking how much you picked up your copy of Platinum for, Lee. It was, I will tell you, mate. Still got it, if it's still in my purchase history. It was boxed. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. It was not cheap. It begins with a 7 and ends with a 1. And it's under £100. The boxed, I think it's not bad. I think it's not bad. Yeah. I just took the plunge with it. Yeah. So I think that's not bad considering how much they're going for outside of that. So yeah, 71 British pounds. Do I prefer playing Platinum to BDSP? Oh, I don't know. Like, I really enjoy BDSP, Alec. And it's on the Switch as well. So it's... I don't know. I like them both in their own ways. Yeah, that's true, Rich. You're making me feel better about it, mate. No, Rose, I picked up about a month and a half ago a copy of Pokemon Platinum. I just took the plunge. Yeah, I guess so, Rich. Yeah, I could probably put that down as one. Yeah. I'm just really annoyed that I don't know where my original Platinum card is. Like, I have no idea where it's went. Yeah, PLA did Giratina so much justice. Yeah. That's it. And then, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's another reason why I got a lot of... Like, I love Pokemon Legends Arceus as well, because it's all, you know, ancient Sinnoh before it became Sinnoh, I guess. Yeah, it's a very cool game. Just a cool region for me. Is it just me, or does anyone else have trouble telling the difference between shiny Pikachu lines from the normal ones? I haven't done the Outbreak Hunt yet, but I know that shiny Pikachu's a lot more, like, it's a darker, it's more verging on like orange to the yellow of Pikachu. But I haven't seen it in Scarlet and Violet, so in the Outbreaks. My fave gens are 3 and 4, but the game I enjoyed the most playing was Omega Ruby because I have a huge bias for Mega Evolution. I think that's the best Game Freak did. Yes, I'm excited for Legends EA. Yes. Oras was amazing. It's definitely up there on par with like Heart Gold Soul Silver as one of those like S tier remakes, isn't it? Base building in BDSP is terrible compared to the original Gen 4. Yeah, there's a lot of things that they could have done better in BDSP, and they did like the bare minimum, you know, which was a shame. I noticed shiny Pichus and TT Power. Yeah, because I feel like the Pichu out of everything would be the hardest one to identify the shiny with. Like the Raichu should be okay to notice. It's like definitely different enough to stand out in amongst the rest of them. So happy that they chose X and Y for the Legends game. Really like that gen. And Mega Evolution and Battle Bond. Maybe Battle Bond, mate. Maybe. Pichu stood out pretty well to me. Oh, that's good. That's encouraging to hear. They found the shiny Raichu. Thought it was so much smaller of a difference that it stood out like a sore thumb. Nice. Awesome to hear. Congrats on the shiny Raichu as well. Such a great Pokemon. Marcy, how are we doing today? Great to see you. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Just checking in on, yeah, hope the hunt will end before 12k. This Deoxys loves to hide. It is loving just sitting in the shadows doing nothing except taunting us. Hopefully before 12k. It'd be nice if it does pop up before then. There are ways to manipulate the RNG to guarantee the shiny alpha of any Pokemon Legends Arceus. There's a lot of like different ways where you can do different combinations of like knocking out the Pokemon, catching the Pokemon in the outbreak, yeah, to kind of guarantee always getting the shiny or the shiny alpha. Zapkey 12,000 is coming sometime soon. It will, mate. 12k. Have Pokemon ever do anniversary celebrations? They do, GameSpy. So the next one that we've got is the 30th anniversary, which will be 2026. So I'd imagine they'll do some big stuff for that year. And everyone's kind of in the idea that that's when Generation 10 will drop that year as well. There's a part of me I mean, if ZA drops early next year, I guess there's a possibility Gen 10 could drop next year. But it's more likely to drop, I think, the November after that, which I think I'd probably feel more comfortable about, because then it would feel almost a little bit rushed. If we get Gen 10 next year and the year, possibility could happen, but I don't think it will. But yeah, they do all sorts. They do like special TCG sets, they do special events, they do all sorts of different things for the big anniversary years. Found a shiny Mimikyu and 3 shiny Pikachu in the outbreaks, and none had marks. Mate, I hope you have some better luck with the next ones that you get. Make sure you move your telescope around and just check every meteor. I know, right? Deoxys hide and seek champion. It is 100% winning that game this week, isn't it? Sun and Moon, I'm with you. Pokédog. Yeah, mate. I feel like I would miss some of the Pokemon, but I think for gameplay, I wouldn't miss that game. I don't think I could take another cutscene of sorting a house move out with the mum in the game again and again and again. Those cutscenes at the start, some of the most painful to go through. Now, what would be cool? 7-star raid for hard coded to be shiny. That would be very cool. Be nice if you got a shiny raid. They may do something like that for the Miraidon and the Koraidon shiny, Pokemon when they do that event at some point. I think it would be nicer to do it as a raid event rather than do it as a mystery gift. But I don't know, it might be too much work for them. Another Legends here could be set in the future. I think it might be set after X and Y. Honestly, I do. Rich, yeah, I saw, mate, the news earlier. It's, yeah, shame, mate. But I think it's time as well. Be interesting to see who comes in next. Luke, did they announce the release a date for ZA? As I looked on Amazon, they said it was coming out on the 21st of December. Not sure if that's a placeholder. Has to be a placeholder. Was that 21st of December 2025? That's wild if that was, mate. Or was that 2024? When you just saw. See, I'm very resentful towards Pichu existing. The Pikachu lawn needed a second evolution on a baby. Yeah, I agree. Raichu needed a mega evolution for sure as well. Would you rather play Red, Blue, Yellow again than Sun and Moon? Yes. Yeah, I feel like that game for me is just, it's so quick to play through, but I could play that for... There's so many things I feel like I could do in Red, Blue, and Yellow, even though I could do all of those things in Sun and Moon, right? And there's more to do in Sun and Moon, but I would definitely choose Red, Blue, and Yellow, yeah. Every day. I wish they added Alola and Meowth to this event. Pikachu and Meowth were the 2 most iconic Pokemon in the anime. That's true, yeah. But I think we talked about it, didn't we? Like, was it on Friday where we said, wouldn't it be cool if they did a Meowth event? Like, I guess they could do it. You know when it would be a good time to do it? There's supposedly like the rumor about a new TCG set going to be like themed around Team Rocket, like a Team Rocket Return set or something like that. I don't know. Haven't looked into it too much, but they could do a Meowth event as a kind of like nod to that TCG set, because Meowth's so like, you know, related to Team Rocket and stuff like that. And then you would have all the different Meowth and Persian regional forms. So you would have Meowth, the Kanto ones in Persian in Paldea. You would have like the Alolan ones in Kitakami, and then the Galarian ones in the Blueberry Academy. That'd be very cool if they did something like that. Rose, have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for the good luck, and enjoy the epilogue. Good luck with your Mewtwo hunt as well. I hope if you come by later in the week, you got some good news to share with us, and you've seen that green, is it like a cat? The green cat? We're gonna call Mewtwo a cat. It's kind of cat-like, but whatever it is, I hope you see it shine very soon. But take care of yourself, and I'll hopefully catch up with you again later in the week. Sun and Moon future games would be cool, like you live in that one city. That'd be kind of cool. As much as I don't like Sinnoh, I really like Hisui, but it's got that old feel in design that feels Johto-esque, so that's probably why. Yeah, I agree with you. It has got, and they all really migrated from Johto, didn't they? So that's maybe why. Wiser, good morning, mate. I hope you are well. I'm doing all right, mate. Hunt's going anyway. No luck with the Deoxys yet, though, mate. Still going strong. Is there going to be a DLC for PLZ or just straight to Gen 10? I would imagine this time around. You know, we got the Daybreak update, wasn't it? Was it the... Yeah. For Legends Arceus. But I think they would do... I feel like they would add DLC content to this. I feel like if you don't, it kind of a missed opportunity. We know that Pokemon loves a little bit of money opportunity. On paper, he was probably most consistent coach and most successful since 66. Very true, mate. Isn't playing the style of football people are enjoying watching, just the odd picks, but interesting to see who's next. Yeah, I think you've got to take you have to congratulate Southgate on what he's achieved with the team, and it's been an enjoyable ride. It's not been the best watch for a lot of the time. Like the football's not been the best to watch, but it's been exciting watching England be successful and getting so close so much. So, and like I said earlier, I think he's a really nice bloke. I think, you know, he's a genuine bloke, and I think, yeah, he can walk out with his head held high, and good luck to him whatever else he does. But from turning England round from when he came in to where they are now, just, yeah, night and day. So I think whoever comes in's got a huge task. And I just hope it's not Eddie Howe, mate. I hope the FA just keep their little claws away from Newcastle and Eddie Howe. Do you think a VGC format with mythicals such as Deoxys allowed would be fun? I think it would be very fun in competitive, yeah, for sure. I think the mythicals being introduced would definitely open up a lot of things. I think it would be better if they did it where they took out the restricted Pokemon that we got now, like the box art legendaries, and then they introduced the mythicals. It's like you can have one mythical per team, and took out the likes of Koraidon, Miraidon, and all the rest of the crew. So that could be something that they do, but I think if they went down that route, they'd have to do mystery gift events or raid events where you were able to get a lot of the mythicals, because not all of them are going to be available for newer players. So just to keep things even. But that's always been an issue with mythical Pokemon never being allowed in competitive players. Just they're not as widely available to obtain as other Pokemon are, you know. I feel like that's always been their argument why a mythical sort of format would have never been used in the past. Take my daughter to daycare and then back home for a work day. Watching the stream gets me itching to shiny hunt again. Mate, they'll be done soon enough. You'll be able to dive in and get those shinies. But safe trip back and forth, mate. Burning Mellow, how are we doing today? I hope you're well. Great to see you in the stream. Thanks for joining us once again on this Deoxys hunt. I hope you're having a great Tuesday though yourself. Beefy Heafy, I was hired to take over Southgate's old position. You are the official New England manager. Can I come and work in the England camp? I'll clean boots. I'll do anything just to be a part. Get me down to St. George's Park. And be the guy that prints off your analysis papers and then delivers them to you. Tom, how are you doing, mate? Helped a lot. I can't wait to see what advice you give for the Dondozo and the Dragonite raids. Thank you so much, mate. I was just saying, I didn't realize the Dondozo was like a week on Friday, so I'll have to get something up towards the end of this week for the Dondozo. I'll get some builds ideas put together for things that we could start looking at, possibilities for the Dondozo. And yeah, getting that ready for that one going live next Friday, which is going to be great. So yeah, but I'm pleased the videos have been helpful, and I hope the future ones do as well, mate, as well. Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones? Song of Ice and Fire. Lord of the Rings for me every time. I love both of them, but I would always pick Lord of the Rings, I think. Riley, what about yourself, mate? Slightly Tackle, how are we doing today? Great to see you. And Sergio, how are you both doing? Hope you are well and having a great Tuesday, both of you. Thanks for hopping in and joining. Tough one, Riley, but I think Lord of the Rings was pretty close. Yeah, I'm a bit like that, Rich, for sure. Lumpy, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you. Hope you're also having a good Tuesday. Lee Carsley is in the running for the job. I see they've got like quite a few, like Poch keeps being mentioned as well. I'd rather it was an English manager, though, I think, given the opportunity. Minimel, I'm not doing great. Nothing like a good shiny hunt in the morning. Oh, you are doing great. Sorry, I read that as you're not doing great. I was like, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? It's good to hear you are doing great. Sergio, so good news. I give in and bought the analog pocket. Bad news, I have instant noodles for the rest of the week. The rest of the week on the lead up to the holiday that you also just got as well, mate. Man, that's amazing though. Like, you actually did it. You're gonna have to like tell me all about how amazing it is when it arrives, mate. That's awesome. We were talking about it earlier on the stream. Like, they look very nice. Which color did you go for in the end? I was looking at them, but I was like, I can't sink 500 on one. I can't justify it. I can't. I gotta keep that money for when the next Nintendo console drops. I would love to have an analog pocket, but just, yeah, there's no justification for me to get one. It's such a big outlay for it as well, but I'm very excited, mate, that you've picked it up. And Ronan, shiny hunting Lovesta right now. Good luck with that shiny hunt, Ronan, and keep us up to date with how it's going. But yeah, Sergio, I agree with GameSpy. I don't think the instant noodles are that bad. It's kind of like a win-win situation, right? But analog pockets are cool. I just can't dump my wallet out. Yeah, I am exactly the same. I'm like, I want one so bad, and I know it would be such a cool bit of kit to just be able to take anywhere I went, play the games. But the battery's good, the screen looks amazing. But I got my SP I can use to do most of those things with. So I'm like, yeah, I already own that. I'm gonna stay it for a while. Won't be chatting much. Gotta make most out of my last day for online. Wish you luck. Thank you so much, mate. And the rest of your day goes all right as well. Hopefully we have something to cheer about with the Deoxys soon. Just give the England job to Tamuri Ketsbaya, NUFC hero. And apparently the coach of Cyprus, he's national coach of Cyprus, is he? Wow. Tamuri Ketsbaya. I always remember the one thing I always remember Ketsbaya when he kicked off and he was like booting the advertising boards after he scored. I think it was Dalglish was manager then as well. He was just raging. That's what I always remember. That's the one thing about Ketsbaya I always remember. It's like the worst thing. He was a decent player as well. Tamuri. Got a Pika, Pichu, Raichu, Alolan Raichu, and Mimi Shiny. No marks or a bug, mate. If you go for any more, I hope you get lucky with those marks. Do keep us updated with them as well. Do you insert the event pass into the cartridge? Yeah, Landro. That's the only way you can access the Deoxys hunt now, unfortunately. Unless you're like crazy lucky, pick up a Japanese copy of Fire Red and Leaf Green, and it's got the event on there somehow, and you know, it's never been accessed. But yeah, otherwise you have to inject it. I've got a GB operator, so that's how I did it on this one. Kicking the signboards, yes, yeah, mate. And that kit as well, like the brown ale Adidas kit, the kind of the rounded collar on it, yeah. That bald head, yeah. Just looked like a madman. Like one of the Mitchell brothers, wasn't he? Oh, come on. Oh, well, you guys that are hunting for the marked Alolan Raichus or the other events, I hope you have some luck with those marks in the next lot of shinies that you manage to get in the game. It's a dreamin'. How are we doing today? Great to see you in the chat. I hope you're having a great Tuesday, and enjoy the rest of the stream if you can stick around. Still going strong for the Deoxys though. 11,300 resets so far. I seem to remember one of the team or staff saying that they never knew that he was going to do what he's going to do because they weren't sure he knew what he was going to do. Yeah, he seemed like a complete loose cannon. Don't know where he signed him from. Is he Georgian? I think, isn't he? Georgian. Next up on my list to swap the battery on my copies of Pokemon Red and Blue, Yellow, and Silver. Nice, Sir Jude. You should wait till you I don't know if you can do it with the analog pocket, but I imagine it's a feature with it where you would be able to back up the save files. So you should probably wait if you don't have a way to back them up already, so you don't lose the save files. Because once you take the battery out that's in them, if they're flat already, I mean the save file's gone. But if they're just needing replaced and you've still got the save file, try and back them up. So then you can change the battery, put the save file back on. I reckon the analog pocket will have a way to back those saves up as well. When are you going to double shiny hunt? Well, I think the other thing that we mentioned as well yesterday, Riley mentioned it, was that we could jump into Soul Silver, which we'll do tomorrow. I think we'll do Soul Silver hunts tomorrow. Jump into those games. If we can burn through to Lugia, because that's going to be the next hunt in those games. So if we burn through to Lugia, then we can hunt Lugia and the Deoxys at the same time for a double hunt. But it's just a bit difficult to play through Soul Silver and do these resets at the same time, because you're back and forth. It's not just like pressing one button and then just a combination to reset. You've got like a lot going on with a playthrough. So I was kind of hoping today and yesterday, either one of these days, that we'd be able to snag the Deoxys. I don't know, maybe getting a bit of ahead of ourselves. I feel like this one is going to be the long one still. Will you turn yellow when you get the Deoxys? Like when you got the Heracross, you turn pink? Yeah. I'll just hold my breath as long as I can. Maybe I go yellow until I go yellow, and then we'll be able to kind of pop off. Really want to mod an analog pocket with an SD card and mini capture device with 67. Oh wow, you can do that, can you? So, feature a small microphone so you can clip in shinies and get your voice on the SD card. That would be insane. I need that. That's why I need one, Riley, for that reason. Yeah, I always think if I could have a way to capture footage when I'm out and about, like if I'm traveling and stuff like that, it would be so cool. Like I always think, I wish there was a way for me to have a way to capture footage onto like directly onto like a hard drive with my Switch when it's not docked. But yeah, that would be amazing if we could do it. Yeah, that's the mod I need. Yeah, he's Georgian according to Wiki. Signed for EK Athens. Yeah, I think he was the Spawn director the last I heard. Before I knew he was the Cyprus coach. Got a shiny Alolan Raichu with the Dawn mark. Nice, that's awesome, Henry. Congrats, mate. That's a super nice mark. Hope you have a lot of luck with the future ones that you any future ones that you go for and get. Rieldo or woohoo like Homer, yeah. Congrats on the Heracross. Thank you, Bug. It was such a nice one to get. Key Lime Pie has blessed us with their presence. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday, but I'm here now. It's great to have you here. How have things been, Key Lime Pie? Have you, I hope you've been good. I'm going to celebrate the Deoxys with a Key Lime Pie. We are gonna have a live Key Lime Pie stream. Changing shiny Deoxys into your favorite form. Maelstone City when you catch it. We got to do it, mate. We got to do it. I'm going to be looking at picking up some busted up old GBAs. I'll be practicing the exact mod on it. Can you do that mod on a GBA then? Or would it have to be the analog pocket? So it's got the SD card reader and things in. Capture device to SD card isn't too tough, but the microphone is tough. Yeah. You know, I could probably, it'd be good to have the microphone, but I wouldn't be too sad if I think enough for me would be the SD card, the capture. Have a 60-second clip would be crazy to have. For the Gimme Goo week after, what are the shiny odds for it? It's not 1 in 4,096, is it? It's a little bit more. It's like 1 in 4,193 or something around that. But it's like full odds, basically shiny chances, and there's no way to reduce the odds. But for raids, I think the odds are slightly different, aren't they? They're slightly high, like a tiny percent higher. It's really weird how they're programmed. I prayed for Key Lime Pie and it appeared. Channel mascot has arrived. Everything is good. Now Deoxys can finally appear. I know that in previous stream you proved that the Deoxys is different every time, but the amount of research is just wild. This feels more cursed than the Johto resets. It does, mate, doesn't it? Yeah. It really does. Today is the day you catch a shiny Deoxys flame. Thank you, mate. I hope you're alright. I really do. Do we stick with this tomorrow though? That's the question, right? If we are streaming tomorrow and we don't get the Deoxys today, do we stick with this hunt tomorrow, or do we go change it up a bit, do the Soul Silver run, and then come back to this on Thursday? That's the big question. And there's almost no way to tell if the Gimme Ghoul is shiny before we catch it. Yeah, that's the problem. It's such a subtle shiny. It's like so hard to identify in the raid if it is shiny or not. Melon, how are you doing? I hope you're well, mate, and having a good Tuesday. Great to see you in the chat. And how many Raichu did you end up getting? We got 18 on Friday. I've probably got like another 20 off stream, I think, since then, or around that. Maybe a few more. Still no jumbo mark. So we'll be back this Friday in Scarlet and Violet. We'll be doing some hunting there. If I got the jumbo by then, we'll move on to one of the other outbreaks. But if not, then we'll continue doing the Raichu hunt for that jumbo mark. It'll be it should be a good one though. If you're around for it, it'll be great to see you there. Maybe join in, do some hunts as well. You keep going, same hunt. In hindsight, I wish I'd nickname my Deoxys Key Lime Pie. No, I kind of feel like I'm gonna name the one I keep Key Lime Pie now. Yes, continue the Deoxys. Personally, I'd love to watch more of the Nuzlocke, been a mellow. Thank you, Melon. Yeah, it was nice to get that many. There was a few times though throughout the stream where it was like we had mad droughts of just nothing, and then it would be towards the end of the sandwich, you like 3 or 4 would just all pop up together. It was crazy. Had a couple of occasions where we got a double shiny in an outbreak appearing as well. Saw someone on X have 3 Alolan Raichus out on the field at the same time. That's crazy odds. If you wake up and want to chill and relax with some shiny hunts, we're happy with that. If you prefer to dig into the hardcore Nuzlocke with a little bit of stress and fun, we're keen. There's a part of me that wants to get into the Soul Silver Nuzlocke because I feel like with a good chunk of time, we could maybe get to the Lugia tomorrow. If we have a bit of a longer stream, 6-7 hours, I think we'll get to the Lugia. Might not even need that long, to be honest. Maybe 4-5. We could probably burn through the game and get to the Lugia, and then do on Thursday a dual hunt between Lugia and Deoxys. But the other part of me is like, do we just stick with the Deoxys now and we just keep going with it until we do get it, and then it's done, and then we've got like the free path into the Soul Silver Nuzlocke. Maybe that's what we do, you know. I'll think on it, but any input, let me know. Played a hardcore Nuzlocke on Emerald with custom rules where I had to release Pokemon after every gym, so release one after first gym, 2 seconds. Wow, made it. I can imagine that's a crazy rule set. Name Deoxys England 1 and all in caps. England 1 with a big 0 at the end of it, Sergio. Sergio, how do you feel about Gareth Southgate, our national manager, resigning today? How does that make you feel? I would love to know how it affects you over in sunny Texas. I remember the beginning of the sandwich, nerfed it for some reason. It's so weird, yeah. So strange. Marcus, good morning, mate. Sunny Texas. Talk about it. Here we are. I vote Soul Silver Thursday since I'm off and can't watch the whole stream. Okay, well maybe that's what we could maybe do. Deoxys tomorrow, then Soul Silver Thursday. Deoxys tomorrow. The double shiny Alolan and Raichu encounters. One of those had flustered Mark Lee. Oh yeah, it did as well, didn't it, mate? It's like the Spider-Man meme where it's pointing at the other shiny. So flustered. Got the mark from it. I feel like Helix would be a good nickname. I agree. Helix is a great nickname for the Deoxys. Deoxys tomorrow would be cool. I hope you get it today though. Okay. I think what we'll do, we'll come back Deoxys tomorrow. And unless we get it today, of course. Unless we get it today, then this isn't even a thing that we have to worry about. Because there's always the chance that we still... I feel like I've already written today off as we're not getting the Deoxys when it genuinely could appear right now. So there is a chance that we don't even need to worry about Deoxys tomorrow, which would be phenomenal. But the way it's been going up to this point, you've got to think we're probably going to be hunting Deoxys for a little while longer. So Deoxys tomorrow, if we don't get it today, Deoxys tomorrow, then regardless of what happens tomorrow, we do Soul Silver and Hardcore Nuzlocke on Thursday, and then we finish the week off with Scarlet and Violet on Friday. And then if we still not got the Deoxys, I guess we come back to that on Monday. Hopefully have the Lugia hunt, and we can do like a dual hunt Monday with Lugia and Heart Gold Soul Silver, only for the Lugia to appear once again before the Deoxys pops up. Resignations are expected. They didn't live up to the hype. Give chance to the young people. Well put, Sergio. Mine will be named Limewire, like the virus he is. It's a great nickname, Riley, for sure. Yeah, not even the talk about the Deoxys not appearing today is probably just not even enough for the Deoxys to appear shiny. Have you been able to move your F8 shiny Mew from Scarlet back to home? Yeah, David, I had no problem with it between the two. Yeah. With the mightiest mark. How long has it been since you finished Leaf Green Nuzlocke? We started the hunt for Deoxys. So we finished the Nuzlocke on Pokemon Day in February, at the end of February. We started the Deoxys hunt at the beginning of March. So it's been that extended period, months. I think it might be because of mine now has a mighty mark. I'm not sure. Get an issue every time you try it. That's strange. Did you get yours from me or was yours from Bebum? Just out of curiosity. Because there shouldn't be any issues. The ones that I traded up are all done. From start to finish. Like, they shouldn't, I don't know. I know some other people that had ones, the original batch. We will be doing another Mew giveaway at some point, David. So if it doesn't make it easier, because the one that will be given won't have the mightiest mark, which makes it a little bit more annoying. Yeah. Four minutes left on the sandwich. I found it nice, Ronan. Awesome. Awesome. Great job. Nose Horse, how are you doing, mate? Hopefully Deoxys will appear today, and if it's not timid nature, I call BS. Be amazing. A timid or a modest nature will be the ones that I would, yeah, be so good. Yeah, Snow on Fly. What set of starter Pokemon would you like to see receive regional variants? I would like to see Meganium, Feraligatr, and Tepig. I think they would be the ones that I would like instantly think of to be like, I'd love them to get some sort of regional variation. It's a dream in, will you be in Honolulu in August? As it stands right now, mate, no, but when they may, well, they haven't announced the casters for Worlds yet, so I guess there's a small possibility it could be on the roster, but like, I don't know how likely that is. So what I've said was, if I'm not there, which is the most likely situation, we'll do a watch party on the channel, so we'll watch along with the World Championships when it kicks off, which would be a lot of fun. I think watching all the events unfold over the weekend as they happen. There's going to be a lot of good teams and stuff like that. So yeah, what about yourself, mate? Will you be out in Hawaii celebrating Worlds this year? Joey, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Today is the day, mate. I hope you're all right. I hope you're having a great Tuesday yourself, though. Thanks for hopping in and joining us. An ancient Charizard could go hot. Ancient Charizard would be so good, wouldn't it? I'm surprised they never did that, to be honest, considering that Charizard was in the games as well. I'd like the Johto starters to get regional variants. Yeah, they'd be nice ones. Yeah, should be announced within the week. No, I think it more towards the end of July, I think, when they're doing it. What Pokemon you waste the most herb to shiny hunt for? Oh, Tob, 100% Charcadet. I don't know how many sandwiches I put down before that thing shined. That's one of the reasons why I've only got one shiny. And I think it's a Ceruledge. I think I evolved that one into the Ceruledge, not the Armarouge. But yeah, I couldn't face going for another one because I was like, that took me such a long time to do. What about yourself? I hope we get some more information on Pokemon Legends here soon. Yeah, I hope so as well. I was hoping we get like a Pokemon Presents at the end of this month or early August, but it might be just that closing ceremony at Worlds, the World Championships in Hawaii, that we get some news on those games or something at least. Shukon Fu, how are we doing today, mate? I hope you are well. I'm doing all right, my friend, and great to see you as always. Flame 11,399 would be a good number for shiny Deoxys, mate. It would have been a good number. I'm sorry, I'm reading that way later than we went past. Hope today is finally the day. I hope so. So frustrating. How did I get into casting Pokemon? I think it all stemmed from because I used to play competitive Pokemon a lot, and I guess I was quite successful when I used to play. And then I started doing a YouTube channel, competitive YouTube channel, which is actually this channel, which kind of has steered away from competitive content a little more. And then Pokemon approached me and said, would I be interested in coming and doing some casting with the European team? And I was like, yes, that sounds like it would be a lot of fun to do. Then I had an interview and it all went from there, really. So yeah, that's basically how I got into it. So I was like, yeah, very fortunate at the time for the people in Pokemon that had that confidence that, you know, I'd be able to do a job that they were happy with. And so yeah, it was very, very fortunate, and feel very lucky to be in the position that I am with the casting. It's a really good, I really enjoy it. I do love being on the desk and watching the stories of our trainers as they unfold throughout events and stuff like that. Let us pray, Bidoof. The Pokemon god that you get Deoxys today, Bug. I hope you, mate. I'm praying to Bidoof right now. Bidoof, give us the shiny Deoxys, please. Darius Lee, what is your preferred shiny hunting method? Something I talked about earlier on the stream. Radar hunting is by far my most favorite hunting method. Darius, what about yourself, mate? Have you got one that you prefer over everything else? What's that? Fowlan? What a legit. What are we talking about here? I'm intrigued. 5 shiny Mimikyus in while watching the stream. Nice, better crest. Got one with the lunchtime. Oh, perfect, mate. I love that mark. That's great. It would have been so fitting if the first one you caught had the peckish mark, and then the next one you caught, or the last one you caught, lunchtime mark. My guess is 11,511 for the shiny Deoxys. Maybe likes palindrome numbers. That's it. Yeah, that would be a nice one for us to get it on. A nice, meaningful number at this point, I feel would be a good. I'm on my way to my 213th attempt, and hopefully Uxie shines today. I hope it does for you as well. I hope you do manage to see that shiny pop up very soon. But do let us know if it does, and we can celebrate with you. Great shiny as well. My Runt Mushmore VGC casters is Lee, Costa, Rosemary, and Cybertron. Oh, mate, thanks for including me in that. What about Lou? Riley, can't leave Lou out. Lou's like the OG. But no, thank you to have me in there. Poké Walker's gone good. I got lots of steps on my Poké Walker today, Riley. Where is my Poké Walker? I've left it upstairs. No. Went for a run earlier. I got like nearly 10,000 steps on it just from my run. I was like, oh, banging. I got so many watts. I think it was about 500 watts I got. So I was like, this is going to unlock the next area. So I'll be able to unlock that later on. Because I've got like 3 areas now, so I can unlock the next one. I don't know what catches I get from there, but I'm just doing the 3 catches, trading them over. I'm not checking anything yet, but yeah, mate, I'm really enjoying it. Also today, my partner and I anniversary, got some nice steak dinner plans tonight. David, happy anniversary, mate. That's very exciting, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing dinner this evening. Hope it's very romantic, nice setting. Yeah, you both enjoy each other's company, mate. That sounds really nice. That sounds nice. And again, happy anniversary, mate. Another shiny Alolan Raichu outbreak. First one shiny marked. Absolutely not. Angry Panda. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get the rare mark. I can feel it. I hope you do. Good luck with them though. Yeah, mate. I did do a run. I was running though. Yeah, I did. Well, I was running. And I also think, mate, that the pedometer on it isn't as accurate as it would be on my watch. So my watch, my step count was like 7,000, whereas I'm not going to argue with the Poké Walker, because the more steps means more watts. So whether it was like jumping around in my pocket a bit more, counting extra ones, but yeah, I was yeah. Riley, thank you, mate. That's very kind of you, mate. Hopefully I get a bit of chance to have a bit of a cost of living this year again with some more events. That'd be good. He's very fun to work with. I was on a run and managed 14k. Wow. Now I feel my legs. Tobias, you put me to shame, mate. You put me to shame. I only did 6k this morning. I was meant to be the week where I was going up to like 8k, but I've haven't fully committed to that yet. 14k, mate. That's beast run. It's huge. I've tried the live index from the Pokewalker. I've lost 7 now. Oh man, you've lost 7 Pokewalkers. It's a cool little challenge though, Chipmunk. I love that. Getting the live index from the Pokewalker. That's very cool. How can you get this Deoxys and Leaf Green to Scarlet? It looks so awesome. You need to be able... So if you've got Leaf Green, Fire, Red, you need to be able to inject the event. So it's the Aurora ticket into the games, and then that unlocks it, basically. So then you can go to Birth Island and Shiny Hunt for this one. But yeah, I use like the GB operator. This is like a little device that you can get so you can play like Game Boy Advance games on your PC. But with that device, you can then inject the event itself into the game so you can access it. But I think there's other ways to also go around doing it as well. Just got back home from the gym. I was hoping you would have gotten it. I'm sorry, Brian. We've let you down, mate. No Deoxys. Just yet. I used my Go++ to catch in the meantime, but no shiny today. Such a good little bit of kit as well. Trying to hit 21 until September 20. Wow. 21k, mate. That's a big old amount. Sergio, it was my dad's birthday yesterday, so I got sidetracked tremendously and didn't run last night. Just hit the weights. Oh, that's fine, mate. I think just doing anything's better than doing nothing, isn't it? Be both running and growing your hair for a charitable cause. So the running is more to just get me in shape. I'm doing a half marathon next year, so I need to get into a way better level of fitness for that, because I want to do it and get a good time. So I feel like slowly building my stamina up now, running up to that, it's going to be the way to do it. So yeah, hopefully by that event though, I should my hair will all be short again, which would be nice. Looking forward to that. Donation will have been done, all of that good stuff. And Forbes, how are you doing, mate? Great to see you. I hope you're well and having a great Tuesday, my friend. Key lime pie. So you have not done Donna had a donation in a bit yet. Thank you so much for your generosity, key lime pie. A new channel mascot, like I may add. I feel like I need to get some key lime pie t-shirts done. Just using that your icon. But thank you, being serious though. Thank you so much for the sub, the super chat. Thank you so much. I thought you did need to have it open, Riley. That was my thought. You'd have to have Pokemon Go open on your phone to be able... I think you can have it open, but in the background. But yeah, I still felt like you needed in the background. Oh, nice, Tobias. That's what you're running. You're gearing up for September time. That's awesome, mate. If you've got a donation page or you're doing it for charity or anything, drop it in the chat, mate. I'd love to support. Double hunting the VC Celebi. Hopefully we can both find our target today. And Forbes, good luck, mate. I hope you get the pink onion popping up in your game very soon. I really do, mate. Such a nice hunt to go for. Deoxys has just been so stubborn, mate. Really stubborn. It's extremely lucky I worked for NEC group doing events. I used to average 20k plus steps every day. My record in one day is 50k steps. Chipmunk, that's insane. 50k steps. Wow. 50k. I think the most I've ever done in a day was when I was in San Fran, and it was about 36,000 steps. We walked around pretty much the entire city from like downtown all the way up to the bridge, and then back down to like the harbor area. We got all the nice bars and restaurants in San Fran, and then we copped out after that because we had a beer and some food down there, and got the tram up to the town. So yeah, wow, 50k. That's mad. That's mad. Didn't want to do anything yesterday, just play Elden Ring DLC. Mate, I understand that. I have officially beaten every optional boss. All I have left now is the giant fire golems and the men. Wow, dude, that's amazing. What's the plans after you finish all of that then, mate? What's next on the agenda? I guess you'll have your analog pocket, so maybe some Pokemons. As long as the app is active, it catches and spin stops. If you go for shinies, I want to hatch them, not fooling around with this catch rate, so struggling, fainting. Yeah, this is true, mate. I do have a master ball, so I'm kind of all right in that respect. So I feel like I've got a little bit of a buffer there, but I know what you mean. Yeah, hatching, safer way to do it. I'm actually shiny hunting the virtual console Celebi too. Good luck. Little cheat. Good luck with your Celebi hunt as well, and I hope you get it very soon. That's a tough 36k steps in San Fran. So hilly. Oh, so hilly, Brian. Yeah. Some places I swear we walked through places we weren't meant to be walking through. Like, it was all signposted as public footpath, but there was areas where we walked through and it was like, this doesn't seem like we should be here. Thought that they were kind of bogus, but now I might have to snag one. They're really good, Riley. Yeah, the Pokeball Plus. Really good little bits of kit, especially if you're driving as well, because it'll spin stops and catch stuff when you're driving, which is always quite cool. So I'll always try and take mine to the store if I'm going out to get shopping and stuff. Just have it on the seat beside me. You can hear it buzzing away. Nice, Sergio. Sounds good, mate. Best skate videos are from San Fran. The hill bombs are insane. Yes, mate. I always remember watching like skate vids when I was younger, mate. I used to absolutely love it. All those BAM videos, stuff like that. I can't remember what are they called. It's like a series of skate videos that used to get. What were they called? I remember my friend would always get them, and we'd always go around to his house and we'd watch all these skate videos. So cool. Hopped back on the longboard for the first time in the summer in 5 years. Teach my girl to ride as well. Nice, Riley. Awesome, mate. Viva la BAM. Viva la BAM. What a show. GameSpy upgraded the item printer. Good luck with the drops in that. I hope you have a lot of luck if you're resetting for any of the drops and things. Yeah, I've got a bunch. A little cheat to transfer up as well to home before bank all closes down. CKY vids, that's the one. Yeah, yes, CKY. Yeah, I remember going to actually see the band CKY as well. Totally random, like, but kind of related as well. Yeah, CKY vids. Yes, so cool. And be like a day in a life of a skate. Like, we would cover different skaters and stuff like that, and they'd do a day in a life of that skater, and then yeah. And then there'll be loads of other stuff throughout the video as well. Transworld, CKY, so many sick skate videos back in the day. CKY guys are local to me. Skated with them. What? No way, David. That's wild, mate. That's crazy. That is so cool. I've still got an Element deck in my parents. I haven't skated in absolutely years. I feel like I'd kill myself on my skateboard now. But yeah. I think it's a BAM deck as well from back in the day. But David, I can't believe that. That's mad. Crazy, crazy. My favorite video of all time though is probably America Stay Gold. I don't know if I've seen that one. I may have done, but yeah. It does ring a bell. Man, yeah, so cool. That whole era back then, like the music scene, skating. Ah, man, I used to have such a blast with my friends. We'd just go out all day skating. It was so much fun. And like, it was weird, like the UK, we just never had anywhere where you could skate. We didn't have skate parks or anything. So we just had to kind of like make do with like places that we could go to that we would be all right for skating. Most of the time, places that we weren't meant to be, and just hope that we could skate there long enough before we got booted out of like school, you know, like on a weekend, school playgrounds and stuff like that. We never used to cause any like damage or anything, but it was just somewhere for us to skate. But yeah, they tell us some skating stories. Craziest stunt you pulled, any broken bones, any trouble with coppers? Oh mate, I've got plenty of stories like that. But I have to shoot off very soon, mate, and I'm not trying to duck out or anything. I have to go in about 5 minutes from the stream because unfortunately don't have much more time today. But yeah, we'll have to pick up the stories tomorrow. I'll think of some funny ones because there are a lot of funny ones. Yeah, especially getting chased out of places. Some good skating stories though. If you catch your Deoxys today, you have to do a kickflip and post it on here, mate. That would be, I don't know if I could even kick. I know the motion, I know what I need to do, but I don't know if I'd be able to pull it off. I maybe do on stationary, maybe not moving though. I don't feel I'd have the confidence to do a kickflip stationary. Maybe like a little ollie on a curb. Upgrade the item printer the second, more efficient now, yes, and then get that master ball upgrade as well, and that'll unlock Terra Stella shards. Shadow Glimmer and Live Stage, take care my friend, thanks for coming by the stream today, and I'll hopefully catch you through the week. But no, thank you to everyone that's come out to the stream today. It's been an absolute blast. I'm sorry that we haven't been able to see the Deoxys. It has been a stubborn one once again today. Still got a few resets before we finish up, but what should we finish? 11,450 seems like a good number to finish up on today. But we'll be back with the Deoxys unless we get it in these last few resets tomorrow. And then, like I say, we'll probably jump over to Soul Silver on Thursday. And yeah, thank you, Riley. Leave a like, guys. Let's see if we can hit 100 before the end of the stream. So we're on 89 likes. Can we hit 100 before we finish up today? It'd be amazing if we can. Thank you to everyone that has dropped a like on the stream, everyone that has come out today to join the stream, be a part of this hunt, and get involved with the great chat that we've had today. We've had some good talks. And Beefy Heathy, thank you so much for the super chat from yesterday. I don't know if I even said thank you yesterday, but thank you for that. Keyline Pie, of course, thank you for the super chat today. And yeah, thank you for all the new subs that we've had as well, and everyone that's joined in the chat. Been a great stream. It has been a great stream. Flame number 19. We got on 99. We need one more like to hit that 100 goal. We can do it. Come on, chat. Let's get this done. It's stuck on 99. One more. Prediction for shiny 12,200. Polly, that is not a bad guess. I will take that right now. If we could get it on that number. Shiny at 12,345. These aren't too bad, you know, friends. They aren't. And there we go. 100 likes. Jumped straight to 106. Thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate it all. But it's been an awesome stream. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. We'll be back probably a little bit earlier tomorrow than we were today. And then we'll try and hit 12,000 tomorrow, which we should be able to do no trouble with the Deoxys. See if we can get it before then, or if it will be. closer to one of your guys' guesses that we've got going on. But yeah, it's been a great stream. Got one more reset after this one. Could we get it in the last two? Could we get it? I will definitely check it out straight away after this, Brian. Thank you for the reminder as well, mate. Last one of the day. And I'll just say thank you again, friends. And I hope you enjoy whatever you're up to for the rest of the day. And I'll hopefully catch you tomorrow at some point if you're around. But last one. Can Deoxys finally be the yellow? Just keyline pie it. Come on. No. There we go. Okay. 11,450 isn't a bad way to finish up for today. So we'll leave it there, friends. Like I say, take care of yourselves. Thank you again for coming by. It's been an awesome stream. I really appreciate you all coming out, and I'll catch you all hopefully tomorrow when we'll continue this hunt for the shiny alien. And one of these days we will get it, I promise. Maybe it is tomorrow. So if you're around, come by and I'll see you then. Until then, friends, take care of yourselves. Bye bye.